Since we ale.
Mwe ale. I mean, I go on mwe ale. Yeah.
All right, Mr. Lockett, blessings to you, man.
Thank you.
I was going to play. I could play this? All right, then. Seeing as people, Kings, there are people cold sweating all up in here. Kings, there are people cold sweating all up in here, man. Where do we? This show is not for that.
When you whine on me, I get cold sweat. Baby, when you grind on me, I get cold sweat. And when you bend down low and you walk it so, look at sweating.
Requested music by Mr. Leave It There.
When you move on me, I get cold sweat. Baby, when you groove on me, I get cold sweat. And when you rock it so, moving to and fro, look at sweating and I can't let go. You know I get wet. Anytime you whine on me, I get wet. And I sweat it constantly, I get wet. The way you're flexing naturally, sweating me eye and I just can't see. I cannot understand why with this woman, perspiration running down, from the top of my head, going down to my feet. But I like it, cause the woman looks so sweet, with that sexy wine, walking up she's spine. She keep it coming, 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 and coming, and coming. When you whine on me, I get cold sweat. Baby, when you grind on me, I get cold sweat. And when you bend down low and you walk it so, look at sweating and I can't let go. When you move on me, I get cold sweat. Baby, when you groove on me, I get cold sweat. And when you rock it so, moving to and fro,
Look at sweating and I can't let go. You know I get well, Mr. Lockett, that's a shirt wet, you know, with Kingsley, you know.
You like Mr. Lockett?
Kingsley don't run my listeners now.
Hey, Kingsley,
My listeners and I'm not for that.
Let me tell you something. Right. That's all.
So we want to wrap up on the phone calls.
Yeah.
34200817711466539 and then we're going to wrap up on the few requests we have remaining, all right? Good afternoon.
Precious,
Mommy.
Oi, mommy.
good afternoon to you both. How you all doing, sweetheart?
Baby.
Blessed and highly flavored.
But a few.
Well, yes. Well, I really thought all this program come a politician program this afternoon, but you know,
You don't know your place.
I'm telling you, and from station to station, and talking the same nonsense, and that I write you. I really thought,
You like a rolling stone, God, no moss.
Oh, go.
I'm not telling you the same type of nonsense. Oh, God,
Kingsley, pardon, boy.
Oh, God, Precious, I know all it will be in for this thing, you know. You understand me? I know all it is really produced and all it come on and all the program in the afternoon. You understand me? Wrong program. Tata, rubbish right through. Anyhow, you all have a good afternoon. But Precious, girl, I went looking for something and I get it. I wanted to get some chicken foot. Precious, I went all about looking for this. Well, you know, eventually I get it, honey.
Chicken foot scarce?
What?
You like.
I know wings squares. Scarce.
Squares.
I know wings
That's how
scarce.
it coming. Squares.
Listen to me. I just feel to eat some, you know, some stew chicken foot, you understand, with some coconut in it, and eventually I get up to, you know, tomorrow, please God, I go bubble that. I will lick my fingers. You all have a good one, and all that station is not a set of tata thing, that character that they calling on. Have a good one, I gone.
Kingsley, look how you're upsetting me.
Pam.
Kingsley upsetting me callers.
Yeah,
Callers
some-
and I'm enjoying the nice parang and the nice
Here's
conversations we
somebody
having.
who have an interest in providing.
Precious, stop that. This tutor for is not for politics.
They know that Kingsley come on better than you, Gabane.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, you precious.
Good
Hey,
afternoon
good-
to you, my dear.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, listen, I heard Mr. Bego. Oh gosh, I must congratulate her for her contribution. But you know what I want to ask Mr. Bego? When I look at the television now, the chocolate skin woman in Tobago, yes, you're good looking. I want to
Beautiful.
know, eating over there, what is the diet? going on in Tobago, boy, all the women and then good looking. And I have a feeling, Sparrow saying all them Tobago girl. Well, he must know what he was talking about, boy. But he chocolate skin woman and then in Tobago, really good looking boy. And also, if you could see from the two representatives in the parliament, pretty too. Something happening in Tobago, boy. We want the recipe over here. For the chocolate skin woman. And the brownies
They
too.
eating the good ground food. Not just a fast food.
We like Island pool.
A fella had a program last night. And he bring them on. Only good looking chocolate skin, boy. So they call back in and say, where's the recipe? I go on yours. Play something nice.
All right, we play something nice for you. Hey guys, Value Optical wishes to advise the public that all 13 branches are now fully open to provide expert eye care services to you. But, we're still in the COVID or whatever. So, they're still recommending that you make an appointment. So if you need to do so, give them a call at 225-4865 or toll free 800-2020 for all inquiries on opening hours, eye testing availability, and how Value Optical can assist you in your eye care needs. And remember, Value Optical, caring for your eyes. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Robert.
Good day.
You see when people always come in and try and say both parties. And both parties, here is going on about, I build a house, I would never strike a match and burn it down if it was rushing. Yeah. Bill Trinidad and Tobago is the opposition that will look to strike matches and burn down my country because they beg. That is how I watch at it. When people trying to put things to me that is the PNM and the PNM and it is both parties, I don't buy that. I ain't buying that at all. I don't buy crab and tie up crab. Because I don't buy them things. Because I build Trinidad and Tobago and I know for sure I'm not looking to burn it down. Is the opposition and companies we have plot to do these things. Me no problem with the security in Trinidad and Tobago and what's going on. No. I'm saying it right up front. Because I know the police and the soldiers have everything in control. They could look to put things here. They could look to kill people there. They could run gun You was showing it, precious?
Yeah, man.
Then it ain't reaching no way. What is to be, and it's going on good up to this present time, and nobody can ruffle the feathers of this government. Thank you very much.
God bless you. Have a good one. Hey, we want to send special 43 years of marriage going out to Joy Lafoucade and her husband Joseph Lafoucade, celebrating 43 years of marriage. And Joy is saying, I would just like him to know that I love him very much, and if I have to do it all over again, I will do it. I will be very thankful for this, and you are a beautiful person. Stay safe and thank you. Well, Joy, we have your song, you and your husband Joseph song, and we feel so happy and so privileged to be playing this song for you guys as you celebrate 43 years of marriage. I'm only on my 3rd year, but I'm praying to God Almighty that I could be big like you and big like my parents who this year will be celebrating 46 years. That this generation don't value marriage and relationship and love. So it is just I just praying to God that I could live to celebrate these kind of years in marriage.
50, 60,
So let's take in this one. Sue Thompson, Two of a Kind, as requested for Joy and her husband Joseph Lafoucade.
They say we're searching for love we of a kind. We know we found our love when your lips meet mine. That's when we know they're right. We're two of a kind. No matter what they say, when it's all said and done, and we are old enough, we two will be one. And when we pass them by, with your hand in mine, then they'll just smile and say they're two of a kind. No matter what they say, when it's all said and done, and we are old enough, we two will be one. And when we pass them by, with your hand in mine, then they'll just smile and say they're two of a kind.
Play that one for Joy and Joseph Lafoucard, celebrating 43 years of marriage today. And I hope you guys live to see many, many more. Guys, it's just about, we have what, 7 more minutes before we get out of here. So let me tell you all about Johnny Q and their hardware. Yes, if you're looking for hardware, building materials, auto parts, small tool rentals, pets and pet supplies, even gravel and sand, you need to check out Johnny Q Hardware. They are located at number 15 Peter Avenue in Woodbrook, and their new Johnny Q Superstore in Lowland, Small Tobago. That's off the Claude Noel Highway. They also carry Power Master, Optima, Varta and Megastar batteries starting from $480. So if you need to check them out but you want to call first, give them a call at 632 Tools. And as we wrap things up, again, of course, want to thank Julia's Catering for the wonderful lunches today.
Oh, yes.
It was really, really tasty, guys. Check them out on Facebook. Go on Facebook and type in Julia's Catering. They're located in San Fernando. And try them out. Also want to big up Munchers Fast Food in San Juan. Yes, check them out for their burgers, their gyros, their fries, and the chicken. They have nice gyro lamb. Robert, see, bringing a gyro lamb from it tomorrow, so I'll comment on that tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, guys, it was nice as usual.
Yeah.
Thanh you for spending your 2 hours with us. You know, Aisha Wells, she comes up next.
Fire.
Yeah, fire.
Yeah,
fire and brimstone.
Fire later.
Yeah, fire later. You see all we're going on, fire later.
Yeah.
So, guys, have a wonderful afternoon and be safe. And we leave you guys with this request from Miss Ella Hocketa. Big D, bring back Parang.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Christmas in this country is not what it used to be. Since I was a little but they singing Christmas calypsos. Hey, baby, baby, boom, bama day, boom, baby, bama day. I used to follow daddy, oh God, for everybody. Get a marac buck face, was real around in the place. We go in for the whole night and we wouldn't stop. Used to be a strong black coffee, used to get them up. That used to be real fun for the Christmas season. Oh God, now like all of that done. Hey, we want sweet parang again. We want sweet parang again. Along to hear a parang tune from singers just like Papa Goon.
Los zorros y camaleones se encuentran en la parranda, cantando los aguinaldos, el estribillo y buscando fama. Yo le pido a mi pueblo que respete su tradición. Si no conoces la historia, no tendrás planificación.
Now that the government are playing a parang band, but parang get commercial with too much of bacchanal. We say I am a band to play in a party. We just want to hear some vibes come down crazy. If we play Maria, Alegria, Alegria, precious, they tell the DJ to take over. Hey, hey, one sweet parang again. We want sweet parang again. The Lara brothers still singing, but Skunter is the parang king.
News from the street, 919fm.com. Here's what's happening.
Good afternoon. I am Vanessa Thomas with the 4 o'clock news on the street, 919 FM, and online Facebook and YouTube. In the headlines, COVID-19 vaccines missing from Cuba facility. No attack on Port of Spain, the TTPS warns against spreading fake news. And internationally, former U.S. Secretary of State Colin Powell dies of COVID complications. And now the news in detail. Vials of COVID-19 vaccines have been reported missing from the Cuba District Health Center. The discovery was made by the Southwest Regional Health Authority on Friday. In a press release Saturday, the SWRHA reminded people that as a matter of public safety, COVID-19 vaccines should only be accessed at vaccination sites authorized by the Ministry of Health. People with any information about the missing vaccines are asked to contact the police. The incident is currently being investigated. The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service assures the public that a voice note circulating via WhatsApp is false. The message claiming that access to Port of Spain has been cut off and that police stations, namely the Besson Street Police Station, is under attack, has been circulating throughout the public of Trinidad and Tobago since Sunday. The TTPS assures the public that all checks were made via the Operational Command Center using CCTV footage. The areas in which the incidents allegedly occurred were found to be incident-free. The TTPS reminds the public to always check the credibility of the sources of information before sharing. In unrelated news, just after 11 a.m. this morning, Ryson Road fire officers responded to an explosion at Udicott's car park, level 2, Richmond Street in Port of Spain. According to reports, a security guard heard the explosion and recovered what appeared to be a mangled device in a garbage bin. No one was reported injured. International news now. Tributes are being paid to former U.S. Secretary of State Colin Powell, who has died of COVID-19 complications, aged 84. The former top military officer died today, his family said. He was fully vaccinated. Powell had previously been diagnosed with multiple myeloma, a type of blood cancer, which may have made him more susceptible to COVID-19 symptoms, according to U.S. media. He also suffered from Parkinson's disease. And that was the 4 o'clock news on the street, 919 FM, and online Facebook and YouTube. Recapping the headlines: COVID-19 vaccines missing from Cuba facility. No attack on Port of Spain, the TTPS warns against spreading fake news. And internationally, former U.S. Secretary of State Colin Powell dies of COVID complications. Do enjoy your afternoon and continue to be safe. I am Vanessa Thomas. Aisha Wells, she's up next.
News from the street. 919fm.com.
Simpsons Memorial Limited, number 63 Eastern Main Road, Laventille. Internationally accredited funeral directors and embalmers. A full-service funeral home serving families of Trinidad and Tobago and internationally since 1945. At Simpsons Memorial Limited, we serve with dignity in assisting families in honoring the memory of their loved ones. Our services include professional funeral and pre-planning, burials and cremation, custom-built and imported caskets, coffins and cremation trays, cemetery management, limousines, mourners cars, grief counseling, web streaming of funerals, fully air-conditioned chapel with live musical accompaniment, full global shipping and receiving of loved ones. We specialize in facial restorations. Call us anytime, day or night, at 623-8688. That number again is 623-8688. Simpsons Memorial Limited. Superior service, always with excellence.
Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring.
There's only one way to start your week right, and that's with Dr. Livette. Join him right here on your radio every Thursday morning at 9:10 a.m. for your dose of the health and wellness in a program that is sure to change your life. Popular for promoting Livette rather than diet, Dr. Livette has transformed a number of lives nationwide and is now live on the street 919 FM every Thursday from 9:10 a.m. Tune in on Thursday and also learn about the U-Juice to build your immunities and promote overall great health. Dr. Livette on the street 919 FM this and every Thursday from 9:10 a.m. It's time that you live.
What is Apex? It is the pinnacle of high-performance vision through a lens. It's clarity, no matter what angle you look at. It's comfort, no matter what you do all day, every day. And it's customized with every digital measurement your eyes require to see at their very best. Apex Digital Lenses by Value Optical, the ultimate lens design for your eyes. Value Optical, expert care for your eyes.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Jano. Jano. Blazing,
oppress law. They never care about the poor. Peter, these people had a day. Well, now it's time for Stalin to play. Peter, wait, I say Peter, wait. Peter, look, Ian Smith by the gate. Peter, I don't want you to make fuss. Remember, I want Christopher Columbus. Peter, look, the English woman who in South Africa refused to put sanctions. Peter, I just don't care what you do, but Reagan going in the fire too. Why? This is my time for blazing, blazing, blazing. This is your time for burning and we burning and we burning and we burning. Hit me now. Peter, don't grudge me. Your hand done full already. You don't deal with the Führer. Go ahead and take Foster. But that woman Mary, remember that's my baby. So much confusion that she make. You got to give Black Stalin a break. Peter, wait, I say Peter, wait. Peter, look, voter reach by the gate. With voter, I don't want you to waste time. Remember, we still have Morgan behind. Peter, look, the English woman who sent foreign troops in Africa land. Peter, I just don't care what you say. The Ku Klux Klan man can't get away. Why? Blazing, blazing, blazing. I'm burning and I'm burning and I'm burning and I'm burning. Hit me. Burn them, boy. Come in, come in, come in. We burning and we burning and we burning and we burning. Boy. Peter, stop pushing. It have plenty more coming. They call them from overseas, but leave my lady. During my lifetime, to me they were so unkind. So much corruption that they make. Now it is time they must feel me way. Peter, Peter, don't hold me back. Look, the one we drop the public order act. Peter, look, catch that big belly fella. We carry my money down Panama. Peter, Peter, look, the woman who bring foreign troops in the Caribbean. Peter, I just don't care what you do, but ball head going in the fire too. Why? I'm burning and I'm burning and I'm burning and I'm burning. Blazing, blazing, blazing. We burning and we burning and we burning and we burning. Coming, coming, coming. Burn them, old man. Blazing, blazing. We burning and we burning and we burning and we burning. Coming, coming, coming.
Entertainment, information, conversation. All on Street 91.9 FM, the official station that defends the nation.
I don't give what about 12 o'clock and I'm going inside. Stand up there, the people sweat me eye, open wide. Everybody inside there like they're getting hard. But when I watch out their faces, mama, yo, like they're going mad. It must be the budget
like a chupidi begging for mercy. This is not a petting here, this is kindness. Ay, 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 ay. Everybody mad. Ay, 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 ay. Where we going? Where we going? Where we going? Why we going?
The Street 91.9 FM brings you today's tips to improve your financial literacy. Improving your financial literacy is a never-ending endeavor that needs to be prioritized. As you work on improving your financial literacy, it's important to continue your momentum. Here are your tips. Focus on what you can control. Unfortunately, there are a lot of things that are out of your control when it comes to money. For example, you cannot control how the markets perform or even how long recessions last when one happens. However, there are lots of things you can control. It's in your best interest to focus on the things you can control and let go of the things you have zero control over. This can be applied for everything in life, not just your finances. That was your financial tip brought to you by the Street 91.9 FM.
If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I shall hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land. Awo, 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 awo. Gadaya, you crying, Gadaya, Daya, Gadaya, because they're coming on the nation. Awo, 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 everybody frightened, they're running for cover. No respect of persons, them bandit, them killer. They're raping and looting, they're killing you dead, dead. Nobody escaping. Booyaka, bullet in your head. Oh my country, overnight, get so angry, on uptight. I search out the answer, and this is what I discover. Or you push the creator out, you get the one thing in your mouth. So you take him out of the school curriculum, no knowledge of God for your children. Look around you, all you have is teenage bandits. Their mind have nothing in it but old and AIDS and CXC, but no knowledge of the Almighty. Just because you push the Creator out, you didn't want the name in your mouth. So you take him out of the school curriculum, you reaping the fruits of your actions. So tell me where you're balling for, where are you crying for, where you're balling for, where are you crying for, is you who push the Creator out, yeah. Every generation that comes is nothing more than a reproduction of the one gone before. All your double standards and your false value, they come back and catch you off guard and confusing you. What you're seeing is yourself manifesting, nothing else. Check the children's performance and look deep in your conscience. You go see, all you push the Creator out, you didn't want the name in your mouth. So you take him out of the school curriculum, no knowledge of God for your children. Look around you, all you have is teenage bandits. They might have
part of the school curriculum. You bring the fruits of your actions. So tell me where you're balling for. Where you crying?
So let me say a very special
Where you balling for?
good afternoon to you, the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago.
You didn't want to in your mouth.
Top of the afternoon to those of you on the web. Locking me down right now via Facebook.
Because it's all you who made.
Facebookers, how you guys doing today? Like the video and share the live.
My face and turn from their wicked ways, that I shall hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal.
Let me say good afternoon to my crews on YouTube. So much to discuss today. Are you surprised by the recent chain of events, Trinidad and Tobago? For weeks I have been coming here and telling Oli about plans afoot. But nobody don't take me on. This is all connected. There was a high official in this country that told people if they fail, blood will flow in the streets. Last week I played for you right here a series of shooting videos we got from a TCPS camera footage showing what appears to be the same vehicle driving around East Port-of-Spain shooting at people. We played it right here last week. Then there is plans afoot for protest action in November. I told you guys about that too. And then now a voice note circulating of chaos in Port-of-Spain. 12 hours. 12 whole hours before the chaos really started. Is all these things accidental?
Where you balling for? Where you crying for? Is you who push the creator out.
And then there are things happening behind the scenes that all you don't even know about. Do you know that there is a building 13 at the maximum security prison where there appears to be torture taking place of persons who they deem to be high risk or high profiled? That's causing a ripple effect about what's taking place on the streets. What is the prison commissioner saying about all of this? Just a few months ago, arms and ammunition was found buried outside that same prison wall.
Look around you, all you have is teenage bandits. They might have nothing in it but oath and hate.
But nobody don't listen to me.
No knowledge of the Almighty.
I am telling you guys, are you surprised by the chain of events? Just answer me. Are you surprised, yes or no? Before we go further, I want to get your thoughts. Numbers to call: 342-0081, 771-1791, 4665391. Are you surprised by the chain of events? Yes or no?
For their iniquity, because it's all you who made them and shaped their mentality. What you did in secret, you're doing openly. Don't run away from it. It's your own cruelty. A mango can't bear a pig. A donkey can't make a pig.
Let's go. Caller, you live.
Yeah, good afternoon. We emphasize that all, but what the government has to do right now, places put soldiers in certain places now around the city. And if they were back on where they carry back on the dump central. And anytime they catch any African men in any protest and thing, I'm sure the police shoot them. Because no Indian coming amongst them. They're using the African man. That was the doing. Thank you.
Thank you. Barataria calling you out early today. I was too young to remember, but I want you to remind our dear listeners today about a man by the name of Sadiq Bash and allegations of all sorts of unscrupulous things that would have happened in this country at one point in time in the East-West corridor. Barataria calling you out early. I was too young to remember the story. I heard it over the years, but I don't have the details. You see, the thing about the enemy and the art of war is to know your enemy, yeah, people? Because if you know your enemy cannot deceive you. It's the same type of tricks and tactic the enemy uses over and over and over again. It replicates itself in different incarnations. But plenty are we too young to remember. So that's why we need to merge the old with the young. So I'm calling out Barataria today. I need you to walk me through what happened in another incarnation of the enemy surrounding a water tank, government ministers, and allegations of murder. The lines are open.
So you're taking out of the school curriculum, you're reaping the fruits of your actions. So tell me where you're balling for, where are you crying for, where you're balling for, where are you crying for, is you who push the creator out, yeah. Every generation that comes is nothing more than a reproduction of the one gone before. All your double standards and your false value, they come back and catch you off guard and confusing you. What you're seeing is yourself manifesting, nothing else. Check the children.
Go, caller, you live. Caller, you live. Not ready.
So you're taking out of the school curriculum the knowledge of God for your children. Look around you, all you
Caller, you live.
Hi, Aisha. Good afternoon.
Blessed afternoon, my love.
Hi, Aisha. Let me tell you, the enemy just come with the same thing. He just make a 360. You remember when Mr. Manning was in power? All the garbage bins start to blow up. Who dead, who foot blow out. All you remember that? All you remember how they take Mr. Manning and they drag him to the mud and black people will drag him? I could bet $1 million right now. You know who they get to do the dirty work? It's them little boys. Little black boys. Little black boys. Because they are cowards. They won't come out to do their dirty work. They are yellow belly cowards. You hear in the meeting what she said, what there? She said, I'll declare war on this country. So the war have been declared. Bless up people. I will fight this one with the knees. This one needs Jesus' intervention.
now it's on it. Is your own cruelty. A mango can't be a pig. A donkey can't make a pig. Your sow seeds of darkness. Now you're reaping wicked.
Share the live in every group.
Just because you push the creation.
Share the live all over. We want everybody to lock on today. Let's go, caller, you live.
Comrade.
Yes, comrade.
That remind me when the election is called and WhatsApp burn up, that building burn up, it's all looking similar to make the country ungovernable. Listen to your show.
So you take him out of the school curriculum. You're reaping the fruits of your actions. So tell me where you're balling for, where are you crying for, where you're balling for.
Caller, you live.
Aisha Wells.
Yes, leave it there.
Aisha.
Yes, leave it there.
Last week, Brooklyn hit the nail on the head, Aisha. Let me tell you why. Back in the days, Aisha,
I used to be calling on the government to make it mandatory, Aisha, to make it mandatory. You get caught with a gun, 5 to 10 years, Aisha. Don't call Ramdeen, don't call nobody. But don't listen to me. We's cockroach and full party. Crime pays, Aisha. Crime pays. I will leave it here.
So what you're looking at on the screen right now is an alleged picture of the device used in the explosion today at the government campus. According to the Express, Trinidad and Tobago's police service is currently investigating an explosion at the government campus, Port of Spain, earlier today.
Turn from their wicked ways.
Officers of Special Branch and Central Police Station
Forgive their sin.
conducted investigations at the government plaza and the Office of the Attorney General with regards to reports of an explosion that was heard at the said building. Reports from the investigative team revealed a device that appears to be modified firecrackers. The only confirmed damage that occurred was to a dustbin in which the device was played. Doesn't this sound familiar? Doesn't this sound familiar? The same tactic used over and over again. Chaos in Port of Spain. Traffic diverted along Richmond Street and Queen Street, Port of Spain, while the investigations were conducted. Yet a voice note circulated 12 hours before it actually happened. Caller, you live?
Afternoon, my darling Aisha.
How you doing, my love?
I'm okay. Good evening to you. Aisha, I am very upset this evening. You know? Aisha, it look like the war has begun. But I letting them little black boys for sale, the Negroes for sale who taking me work, who look like they're taking work to do shoppiness. Eh? The ones who look like they're taking the work to do shoppiness, McDonald coming out from later. It's pace from today. All the neighbor with that pace. Take all the time, batting all the crease. McDonald and them coming out from later, all the batting, all the crease. All the little youth and them, the little black boys, the little Negroes for sale, as my brother I rather say. All the batting, all the crease. Because all they could jump high, all they could jump low, UNC, because I know all they listening. All they're not going to make this country ungovernable. All they're not going to disrupt the peace and order of this country with all their raciality and all their spitefulness and all their wickedness, all their wicked ways. Because what it is all they want to do, we know what all they're up to, you know. All they're trying to disrupt this nation and cause chaos and mayhem, you know. And all they're not selling nobody, all they're not selling no yellow belly or no curry belly from Superior, from Princess Town. No, they're not doing that, you know. Or they paying the little black boys. We know what it is going on, and it will not work. We're going to fight back. The commissioner, the acting commissioner, the head of the TTPS, he know what's going on. We're going to fight back. Because as the leader says war, and all of a sudden, all of this just cannot be a coincidence. I tell you hear what I telling you this evening? My sister.
Wondering why people shock. I not shocked.
I'm not shocked neither, Aisha. This is not a coincidence. This is not a coincidence, but from tonight is war. We declaring that war on all the little imps who want to take money to disrupt all the nation. Or they go sell out all the old mother, all the children, all the generation for a little piece of silver. But here what's going on is big pushback coming. We're not going to lie down and let these people, these wicked, corrupted people, the most corrupted government ever passed through this country, attack our president of African descent, attack our chief justice, attack our governor, attack our DPP, attack our goodly prime minister. It is we going to push back. I shall look on and listen. I'm going to call back later, my darling. Thank you.
Every line is lit. Call it live.
Afternoon, Aisha.
PNM Jama, how you doing?
I'm right here, girl. I'm right here listening to you. And you know what happened to me? It's the little black boy they're using to do all the nastiness. But it's time we as black parents stand up and take charge over the children. Time we do that. You understand? Look into Gora Saturday, who the senator through the fireworks, a little black boy. You understand? All those are little black boys. They're taking to do all the nastiness. But God is in control. He sits high and he went very low. So let her go the nonsense and so far they go reach. God is watching all of them. And he knows what all of them doing. Okay.
Let me thank Reginald Rose. He said Bashk was charged for corruption while in a UNC government, granted bail in the sum of $1 million, and left the court and went straight to the Red House where he sat as a member of parliament in 1995. Give me the rest of the story, Reginald Rose. I was in primary school. I was too young to remember. I could have been in standard 2 or 3 in 1995. Fill me in, please. Caller, you live.
Hi, good day.
Hi, good day.
Since Mr. say war, all kind of thing bad for happening. From then, day after, people started making mayhem. And Mr. leave it there. The sunset clause that Dr. Rowley and they going after to charge people for 5 years for gun and holding and camera there, and they don't want to support it. What Shipper is talking about? That's one to hold you with that gun to keep you. But camera and them don't want to back up all of that. People that don't know what's going on, and people don't do anything to destabilize this country just for all in the name of power.
Let's see who's there. Caller, you live.
Hi, good afternoon, Aisha. How are you?
I'm good there, brother. How are you?
Well, not too bad. First, I just want to say condolences to the war hero, Mr. Powell, his family. Condolences. He passed away. Remember Colonel Powell?
Yes, I remember him.
Right. Apparently, he passed away from COVID. So, just running condolences to them. Now, what is happening here? What I want to find out. You there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. What I wanted to find out is we see that there are some people trying to create a scenario where that it's going to be chaos without commissioner of police. And I'm just wondering if they had information, they very lucky and I guess, or what's really taking place. How come all of a sudden all this? And now while I'm hearing the people saying that, people are paying the little black boys and whatever to do this stuff, I cannot help but ask the question, can the parents of these little black boys guide them properly as to stop making themselves available? Can we just stop making ourselves available to be used as tools and end up as fools? Because at the end of the day, it's the little black boy who make the jail. So yes, people are doing and paying you to do something, but you got the right to choose and say no. Stop making yourself become stupid. Have a nice day.
Teenage bandits, little girls who are photogenic, prostituting their body on the heat, the bomb and punch with pornography.
Caller, you live. Caller, you live. Caller, you live. Caller, you there?
Good afternoon, Sister Aisha.
Good afternoon, brother.
Good afternoon, Sister Aisha.
Brother Sterling, is that you?
Yes, my dear. How are you?
I have missed you, Brother Sterling.
I like missing you all the time, but I'm still listening to you. I can't leave you, sister. You're too much to me for me to leave you.
Well, I'm still glad you're here with me.
Yeah, always with you. Wherever you go, I always there with you. Yeah, big sister?
Thank you so much for that.
But I hear you ask a question about Mr. Sadiq Bash.
Remind me, Brother Sterling, I was too young to remember.
And that is the man that they found guns and ammunition and cocaine in a water tank about 10 feet off the ground. Yes, sister. And up to today, we heard nothing concerning that, big sister. So we, for a long time, not just now, these things been planning
for years, big sister. Yeah, because we as people ain't wanted. Look at where thing cause all this problem in Lavanti, Mova, and all these places today. It's because of these guys. It's because of Mr. Sadiq Bash and these fellas in the dirty doings and the dirty dealings have we in the situation we in today, big sister. And from since that, nothing never take place. Because if a man could bring a shipment, a seasoned chicken in Trinidad and Tobago, and claim that the chicken is his own and the seasoning is not his own, then something is wrong in Trinidad and Tobago, big sister. Well, something totally wrong in Trinidad and Tobago, big sister.
You
so
see,
what's
our
happening?
people perish for lack of knowledge, Brother Sterling.
Well, the man said that,
And for those who do not know the history, they're doomed to repeat it over and over again.
All the time, big sister, and it's not now we repeating the same mistake all the time, over and over. This is the problem between the black community. We don't see beyond we toe. That's why I just tell people, you don't think in the box, big sister, you have to think out the box. And once you're thinking out the box, people like these characters cannot come to you with evil intention. And this is the problem we have in among the black community today, because they're making people use them. And I say that already, they're using we like foot mat. And when we get dusty, they throw we out and bring in a new one. So we have to understand what is taking place among the black
Brother
citizens.
Sterling, this bomb in the dustbin, doesn't that sound familiar to you as well?
Yes, with the bombs that went off in the city in some time gone by. Sister, they have these things in plan. It's not now. They're trying to cause disruption in Trinidad and Tobago because plenty believe that they own Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago in for nobody else but them. And that's where they're fighting for years, big sister. So if we do stand firm and make it known that we know what is happening, we will be in for a serious ride in Trinidad and Tobago, big sister. So you have a blessed one. You have a safe for me, please, and I'll soon touch back on you.
Thank you so much.
Timing. So blessings, big sister. Bye.
I don't know. I think once a week I want to dedicate a program to political history in this country, because a people perish for lack of knowledge, and we are a set of headless chicken that don't know we history, or some of we was too young to remember, so they keep repeating the same playbook over and over again on us.
Forgive their sin and will
And bringing heads like Over and Padmo and all of them while they're still with us to remind us of history. This is not new. We have seen this type of tactic before. And one caller said it best, because my grandparents told me the history of what happened in Lavantil with the government minister and members of a certain faith and thing in tank, and I hear about that story as a child. I was able to repeat it, or some of what I know of it. I was too young to remember, but there are people who remember the history that will tell you. Caller, you live.
Aisha, good afternoon to you, my dear.
Mommy, I know you know the history.
Aisha will tell you one thing here this afternoon in Trinidad and Tobago, what is taking place right now. Aisha, you see everything that's taking place in Trinidad and Tobago right now. Aisha, it have a lot of high-profile cases. Aisha is on the desk in certain people's office, and they fail to realize they don't want to deal with it. So Aisha, all these things they're trying to bomb. You remember the last time they started bombing in Port of Spain? I think a lady from Marima had lost a seat. Am I right?
I remember that, Mommy.
You remember that?
Mommy, I remember it.
Aisha, we have serious matters. Serious matter. A lot of politicians, Aisha, It's just round the corner. So we want to throw off, you understand me? Aisha, we want to throw it in the back, but we can't throw it in the back. Ramesh, you remember you was your Attorney General once, Aisha was?
I remember that.
Ramdeen, right? What Ramdeen was also. What matter going on right now? And we have two big high court case going on right on Trinidad and Tobago, Aisha Welch. And the matter supposed to come up on the 30th of November, Aisha. It's only delaying in the magistrate court. The deputy suggests that should have already gone up to the high court. You hear what I'm telling you about, Aisha? But I'm watching the game players. Aisha, I'm watching the game players, and we said we only using the young black boys out there to go out and do. Aisha, what happened today? By the Attorney General. You heard something on the news?
A bomb exploded and two bullets were fired at the Attorney General's office.
Aisha, and I think he said it's not the first time they did that, right?
No, there was a shooting last year during, I don't know if you remember that, last year during the protest, they shoot at a ministry too.
Yes, Aisha, where do we go from here? Little black boy, dotish black boy out here. Where do we go from here? Aisha, I am telling you, and I am telling you. And Aisha, Arnold Roberts, was Arnold Roberts at time sitting in Parliament?
I think he still is, isn't he a senator?
Right. Was he with the opposition leader? He was a minister, am I right?
Yes, he was the Minister of Sport.
And then she kicked him out, right?
Yes, he was removed.
Right, and then she bring him back in right now, right?
Well, yes, he's a senator again.
Right, and bring him back in. You know why she bring back Arnold Roberts and David Nake? Because she know them all dirty and stink. And there's African people, so they use the African to go out and do what they want. You hear what I'm telling you about? You hear? No respect for the head of state. Absolutely none. Your goodly friend who just called a while ago and ball who fighting for power and who want to be in power. I saw that boy so dirty with himself. 1 minute you on your program saying something, 1 minute you on the other program in the morning, and so you only blah blah.
Me need my time with him, mommy. I dealing with serious business.
You realize how we spoke here last week?
Yes, I realize.
He's a jab and clung. I'm fed up with him. I'll call back in, honey.
Thank you so much. All of them have a hand to play in what's going on. I will not entertain them. They thought I was coming here to cuss them today. But them is a small fish in a big pond being used by big players. And me don't have time for small fish. So if they tune in today to hear me cuss them, that they wouldn't get. I dealing with the issues in the communities at the moment. And the war has started on the people of Trinidad and Tobago. First, the war was declared on our public institutions, on our public officials, on the office of the president, office of the chief justice. Last week we talked about that. And look this week, watch how Monday start. Imagine a voice note circulated 12 hours before the explosion. That there was an explosion. How is these things possible? That man had to be Nostradamus. He predicted that 12 hours before it happened. And we not to believe that all these things are staged. But I tell all you, those who don't know the history, they're doomed to repeat it. Because these things happened in this country before. The enemy does not change the game plan. All the enemy does is change the strategies, but they carry out the very same acts over and over again in our country's history, and we must be aware of it. The lines are open. Let's go. Caller, you're live.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, this thing is no political business. This is a thing that has been happening for years upon years. Not only in Trinidad, but the world. Right, thank you.
My name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways. Then I shall hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land.
Very good afternoon to our viewers on TV6. I'm Purvashi Tiwari from the line with news on the spot. I'm coming to you from Richmond Street in Port of Spain. maybe thousands of public servants are now outside of their building. Now, of course, these public servants tell us, a lot of them with whom we spoke with, they told us that they were just in their offices when police officers entered the building and ordered them all to evacuate. At this point in time, you would see police officers standing here a little further up. If you zoom in, you'll be able to see fire officers. This entire block has been cordoned off. Now, there are many rumors going about now. Now, these public servants, they told me that they heard that the AG's building was shot at, and of course they also heard that an explosive was found in the parkade. Now the parkade is on one side of Richmond Street, and of course the AG's office is on the other side. The public servants did in fact tell us that they didn't notice police officers in the surrounding areas cordoning off the area for about an hour before they entered into these buildings, which would be immigration and so on, and ordered them to basically evacuate. So this is the situation here on Brian Lara Promenade. It's of course Independence Square North. They're just lining up. People are hoping to get word and also to get clearance. A lot of them would have used the parkade to park their vehicles and so on. So they can't even leave if they wanted to. So we're trying to get to the other side of this cordoned off area. So I'll try to bring you another report in a short bit. Of course, the Attorney General, currently he is hosting a media briefing to talk about some recent legal developments. And at the start of his briefing, he did acknowledge that an incident would have taken place. He, of course, said that they are still awaiting further instructions and advice from national security. So that's it from me from here. I'll bring you a report in a short bit as we try to get a little closer to where the action is.
If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray, and seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways, then I shall hear from heaven, and will forgive their sin, and will heal their land.
Awo, 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 awo. Awo, 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 awo.
Sure. Good evening. The same to disregard the voice note that was over the weekend. But look at what happened today. It did not disregard the Senate out earlier than now. You understand? So there is preparation for what taking place today and what to come. But I hope the Minister of National Security and Mr. Jacob and his officers, the police service, the Coast Guard, the Army, the Air Guard, and everybody ready and waiting for when this tragedy would want to cause in the country to mash up the nation. You understand? To mash up the nation. God forbid.
This government better don't take God out the thoughts and end the state of emergency, eh? The state of emergency must continue until we get some semblance of order in this place. And my brother, whole evening I'm looking for you. You're late.
Yes, I know. I got a little day today and outside. So it's my phone actually using to listen and talk.
I need to know about Sadiq Bash. Can you help me?
Well, a little. Sadiq Bash was a minister of works and transport. And he gave a contract. First to begin, there are a group of people, Aisha, was going around telling you they're selling cocaine in Lavantil. And they don't want no cocaine in Lavantil. And a group of brothers under a particular religious organization went down to town and started closing on all cocaine blocks. After that, Sadiq Bash come and give the brothers who were selling the cocaine contracts to pay in the John John Towers. And that is where we started Rasta against Muslims. And the police decided to make an investigation into this man and go home by this man because, you see, this was going on here now. We had that same altercation when Mr. Manning, when they got out of office under Pandey and Mr. Manning got involved, we had the same. You see what happened today? We had more or less the same incident happen then. the lady in tongue, the bomb that blew up KFC dustbin. You understand that, sister?
Baratari at 30 seconds before a break. Call me right after.
I certainly will, sister.
Every generation that comes is nothing more than a reproduction of the one gone before. All your double standards and your false value, they come back and catch you off guard and confusing you. What you're seeing is yourself manifesting, nothing else. Check the children's performance and look deep in your conscience. You go see, or you push the creator out. You're using something in your
Necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Nice, we got to make it nice. Christmas nice, we got to make it nice. Christmas 2020, going to be exciting. Although everybody battling COVID-19, every living human being in the name of Jesus deserve to have a good time celebrating Christmas. This year we go para all over the land. Day and night is para. Come and join the fun from town to Arima. This year we go jam, drinking Fanta Crema, eating bread and ham. Last year it was super, the barang was sublime. This year will be greater, we go have a good time. The music much sweeter, the momentum is prime. Welcome to the future, we live in online. This year we go para, all over the land. It's nice, we got to make it nice.
Hi, this is Nikki Crosby with a message for you. People always ask me, why you get vaccine? Well, many reasons. Because I like saving my life, my husband's life, your life. Because I love people. Because I want to work with children again. Because I want to fat. So whatever your reason, let we all do our part and vaccinate TNT.
The juice ginger lime, I would recommend it because my dad was having chest pain, and since I started the program, I just said, well, let me give it time. And when he took it, the chest pain went away completely. He was astounded. He asked me what in that, and he's been taking it ever since, and it has helped me lose weight. 16 pounds. So happy, I would recommend it.
Try U-Juice today. Available at leading supermarkets nationwide or order online at ujuiceroots.com for free delivery.
This is the voice of the PNM. On Tuesday, October 19th at 7 p.m. Tune into all major TV and radio stations, PNM's Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube channel for PNM's virtual meetup. Feature addressed by Dr. Keith Rowley and a powerful lineup of speakers. On Tuesday, October 19th at 7 p.m. Tune in, click, like, and share. Great is the PNM.
Residents of Buku, choose to get vaccinated. The COVID-19 vaccination caravan rolls into your community on Tuesday, 19th October from 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. at the Buku Integrated Facility. Vaccines will be available for all persons in your family, 12 years and older. Doctors and nurses will also be there to chat with you. If you want to get your children back to the classroom, and if you want to get back to work and liming or return to the things you love, choose to get vaccinated. A message from the Division of Health, Wellness and Family Development.
Len Capital Certificates is a business consultant company that provides a passive income service. Through our partnership perquisites, we allow customers the possibility to earn interest monthly or yearly by purchasing one of our precious gem packages. These precious gem packages are exclusively available only at Len Capital. These precious gem packages are Opal, Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire, and Diamond. So, call us today at 376-LEN or 376-5366 for more information. And remember, at Len Capital, it's all about you.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
The Church of the Firstborn Assembly of number 399 Eastern Main Road, Waiko Sangre Grande, is pleased to present Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guest. Sundays, Tuesdays, and Friday night, Sunday Ministry of Worship, Children Hour and the Word from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, see Jesus in every book of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation from 9 p.m. and Friday night, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. all night prayer for our nation. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. For further information, visit with us at www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org or on Facebook. Email us at church668hope@gmail.com or call us at 753-1113 or 236-7271. Your free gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated at Church of the Firstborn Assembly, account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank.
Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on.
Hi, this is Nicole Huggins. Join me every Monday morning on the Street 919 FM from 9:05 a.m. to 9:55 a.m. Let's talk about lifestyle diseases that affects you today and how we can improve your health with healthy solutions. Call Health and Lifestyle with Nicole Huggins at 1-868-288-1108 or 1-868-275-8359. See you there.
Pastor Hannah A. Pabu of Holy Spirit Ministries will be live on the Street 919 FM every first and third Wednesday from 11:15 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. In the scripture, Matthew 19 verse 26, the Bible says, "But Jesus looked at them and said to them, with men this is impossible, but with God all things are possible." Pastor Hannah is here to motivate you, challenge you, encourage you to walk in your purpose and destiny God has for you. For prayer and counseling, call Pastor Hannah at 728-5197.
He heals me when I'm broken. Gives strength where I've been weak. Forever he'll reign.
Police, good day. Officer Best Price here. Johnny Q Auto Parts Division? Yes, sir. I'm here to investigate an assault on batteries. Excuse me, sir? Is it true? You have batteries selling for $488? Yes. Power Master, Optima, Vata, and Megastar batteries. So I can buy a battery for $488? Yes, sir. For cars, trucks, and boats. Backed and distributed by Massey Automotive. Which part? Right here at Johnny Q Hardware and Auto Parts Division, 15 Arabita Avenue, Woodbrook. And our new Johnny Q Superstore, located at Lowlands Mall off Claude Highway in Tobago. You could call 60 Tools. Alright, thanks boss. Nah man. Ronnie, do you have $488 to lend, man?
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Long as man in his quest for power keep destroying.
Aisha, you take the words out of my mouth. You see, when you're doing wickedness and vindictiveness to people, it has come back to haunt you. They didn't think about that. They didn't think that when they cause these kind of things, that the government will not stop the state of emergency. You understand? They wouldn't stop it. I'm glad. Yeah, because at the end of the day, when the opposition trying to do wickedness to other people, it always turn them and kick them in the rear. I don't know how many kick them can take in the rear. Yeah, but all they continue. All they will go and do until all they overdo. Continue.
Shalom, Peace Officer Galawan here. I just want to let you know, all let's stop saying as black people had a part to play in this, what took place today, right, with this bomb scare. We have no evidence, we have no facts that it is black people did it. So let's stop attacking our own black people. Let the facts prove itself. Look, the two black boys who the police murdered, who they say killed Andrea Barrett. Nobody has no evidence of that. Because why? The police just killed the two black boys. Kill them, so it have no evidence that they did it. People just saying that they did it. Come on, man, we have to stop attacking your own black people all here. And the only way for we to love black people is to come in this school. Because apparently nobody else loves black people. Like only the men in the ISUPK loves black people. We have no facts. Until the facts prove, then all I could see it. Shalom.
Aisha, pleasant good evening. We have little black boys and we also have Venezuelans. So look at that.
Good afternoon, Aisha. Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Aisha, back in the days, when was Joey Ramaya, Dole Chedi, and the whole group of them, if Ramesh was so serious about dealing with crime, why hang these guys? Why not just plea bargain with these guys and let we know where all the drugs was really coming from? Because Dole Chedi was no big boy. Dole Chedi was a middleman. You understand? Dole Chedi was a middleman and a showboat, and everybody know Dole had the money and the cocaine and whatever. That's how Dole get catch. But it had people bigger than Dole. But Ramesh them wanted to hush them up. So they kill them quick, because he was their lawyer before. Every time they say hang Dole, no. Because Ramesh was his lawyer. Human rights. And then we turn around and turn AG now, he jammed them to keep them quiet. If they were serious about crime and serious about corruption, they'd have squeezed it out of them fellas and they would have talked, but no, they didn't want to do that because they was involved and it was bigger than Dole Chedi and them guys and them. Have a good evening.
History will come out today because those who don't know their history will fall victim and we would repeat it. So bring out the history.
Good afternoon. So Aisha, what's you telling me? That whole scene 12 hours before it happened play off on WhatsApp and it still end up happening? Well, I had to call Gary Griffith, name it this one, because if Gary Griffith was acting commissioner, they call he the social media police. He would have find that and make sure that it didn't happen. So this would have been a good job for Gary. Just saying, because everybody say Gary, anytime you come at Gary or you say something on social media, Gary would find you. So it seems like without Gary, these things happening. All right. Just a thought.
Aisha, good afternoon. I've been saying this on your program for the longest while. All the people causing, the Afro people causing problem in Trinidad, and who are being bought out by a certain ethnic group in Trinidad. All those young people were born from about 1974 coming up. They don't know nothing about Trinidad and Tobago. Absolutely nothing. And if you ask half of the people who was born 1974 coming up the road, where they have that big West Mall, what it had there before, they can't tell you. And if they can't tell you that, they don't know nothing about the history of Trinidad and Tobago. And the following people, and if you check all the notorious and skullduggery that goes on in Trinidad, is one ethnic group. I want somebody pull up and tell me how much Afro-Trinidadian get into problems with racket and notorious killing stuff. Check it out.
Fellow human being, fellow human being, I'm telling you nobody, oh nobody, when you're ready.
The whole thing play off on WhatsApp last night, Brooklyn. Me don't talk thing just so. So what I've decided to do for you, Brooklyn, is to play the voice note that started circulating around 8 o'clock last night, Brooklyn. 8 o'clock last night. I just played it over again to make sure it had no cussing. So, Brooklyn, take a listen.
No entrance into Port of Spain right now from no angles whatsoever. Lady Young block off, highway block off, main road block off, everywhere is block off. The bus route is locked off. Stay out of Port of Spain. Besson Street right now is under attack. They block around St. Paul Street and the pelting grenades and bottles and XYZ into Besson Street Police Station. Heading into Port of Spain right now, as I say, block off. The highway is not moving. Nobody on the highway is moving right now. Right now, also heading out of Port of Spain, the highway is clear. Do not, I repeat, do not go into Port of Spain. Seek alternative route. The only alternative route to head out of Port of Spain is through Marval. Shots fired over on the hills of Lavantil, Piccadilly, Picton, Dan Kelly. Right now it's just pandemonium all over the place. Always stay home. Who on work, go home. Find a way to go home and get out of Port of Spain right now.
Did you hear the voice noter talk about grenades? How could the voice noter know hours before, 12 hours to be precise, before the Bacchanal happened, that there were going to be some sort of attack on Port of Spain 1 and that explosives would be used? The article, the voice note circulates so much last night that TV6 and Express had to come out and say that it was fake. Yes, the news dispelled the voice note last night on their website. I went up and watched it because when I heard it last night, I said, I in tongue, I from tongue. Nobody called me to tell me this. How come nobody in tongue and hear this explosive? When did this happen? Only for me to go up on the news website, for the news to come out and say that it is false, it's not true. I say, okay, and I left it alone. Badap, bap, bap. Bacchanal in tongue today, just as the voice noter directed. Explosives used. Don't go into tongue, come out of tongue, stay out at Banda Man to be better than a Obia man. He see that clear like day. Let me see who's on the live. Caller, you live.
Good afternoon, Aisha.
Hey, how you doing, Anderson?
I'll be doing good, but listening to someone to call this paper. Yeah, listening to these PNM people voice. And Aisha, I don't know why they keep spoiling your program. Now, let me tell you something. A little black boy, whether from Peter or Lavantel, snatch Colin Boyd's son phone. They get back their phone quick. A little youth man bite and 19 shoot beat them. They get it back quick. All kind of things that's happening. You see people pushing things in bag in stores. You saw the shooter good on Charlotte Street. What killed one murder the young lady, the hairdresser or whatever, the nail tech. They saw him playing on camera. But the police said that no witness. After when you were trying to shoot the fellow the culprit. Now he walking scot-free. The police saw him around the Attorney General office. I think it will have very good cameras, and it has light just for left. You was telling me that they can't pull up to see whoever black boy or some other sensible callers calling, or they can't pull up nothing, or they didn't take no initiative in anticipation. If one who I was waiting on, who was at and Aisha was the person name again, that's the person you wait on and advice. Anticipation meaning, why didn't they take him front and calling up the place? Now, the UNC can't fool me, the PNM can't fool me. And some other normal human being who calling here, all can't be normal. All can't be normal human being. You telling me that they can't detect nothing yet? They walk in a man place and get a laptop and they beat them about a year ago. iPod or whatever they call it. The police just find anything they want to find. So they see if it's a Chinese shoot up the place. They see if it's a vehicle with a false number plate. Nothing was seen. Right? And here we is now. They extend the state of emergency again. I want to let you know, it's only twice, only 90 days the government are there. They can extend it more than that, yeah? I think that some people can't check how much is 90 and 90. They can extend it.
I want you to know, if the security of the nation is under siege, the government can extend a state of emergency for security reasons, eh?
You telling me, Hudson, daylight, they can't say or see or say, well, they get away in a theater or the bandit time get away in some Magza or in a 4-wheeler 4x4. Nothing at all. We ain't. Like you know, it's only guns people that listen to this. We ain't. All there's only guns people in Trinidad. I'll tell the Prime Minister said the people of Trinidad and Tobago are stupid. So everybody's stupid now. The Attorney General of us, two shot was bombs there. And you telling me they know if it's a white vehicle sped off, if it's a black, if it's a red vehicle, if the shooters and them had on mask. But they see when the police get shoot and Charlotte Street by, they see when the girl get murder in tongue by. All the way in tongue, you do anything here, you're coming up and be on the tape. Or you're coming up on the analysis. You're coming up on social media, anything you do within anywhere around those areas, the fastest police response you can get is around these areas. I don't know who they want to fool in Trinidad and Tobago. I don't know who they really want to fool. Everything is just to deter the people. We have serious issues in this country. Serious issues. Things to be really be dealt with and should be dealing with. But somebody shoot up. Had to be some youth man from Beatham, Dan Kelly, John or somebody shoot up the Attorney General office. Oh, I wish I ain't. Oh, you miss me with that, boy. Miss me with that.
Collapse of the money system, disruption of foreign trade, people turning against their leaders for the blunders.
When I say we will fight you and we declare war on you today, I say we declare war on you today. I am talking about political war. I am not inciting any whatever. It's not sedition. I'm talking about political war. As I said, we will fight you in the parliament. We will fight you outside the parliament. We'll fight you on the pavement and everywhere that we can. Legally and constitutionally, we will do that. I say it will not be the first time that when a PNM government falls, the UNC has to come and fix the country. We have done so in the past, and we are ready now again. The UNC will restore and rebuild our nation. Madam Speaker, I wish to share with you that I wear pink today in recognition of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And when I say we will fight you and we declare war on you today, I say we declare war on you today, I am talking about political war. I am not inciting any whatever. It's not sedition. I'm talking about political war. As I said, we will fight you in the parliament. We will fight you outside the parliament. We will fight you on the pavement and everywhere that we can. Legally and constitutionally, we will do that. I say it will not be the first time that when a PNM government falls, the UNC has to come and fix the country.
Said by the opposition leader on October the 8th at 12:33 p.m. in our nation's parliament.
Aisha, good afternoon. This bomb in dustbin and these things, this is not the first time in Trinidad and Tobago, you know. This is history repeating itself again. The last time a lady by the name of Miss Iwer did lose she leg somewhere on Frederick Street when a bomb did place in a dustbin. This is things I would not forget until I was scared to go in Port of Spain with that episode that time when bombs were sent in dustbin and blowing up. So we got to be careful in Trinidad and Tobago here.
Good evening again, Aisha. Aisha, you remember when Sadiq Bash and them, they had a big campaign, they hire all kind of people to go around with them thugs. Even till today, this day, I sure it have criminals in the police service, the army, that Sadiq Bash put inside of there. You remember Strength and Powers? Strength and Powers, you remember him? Sadiq Bash get him into the army. And that is only one that they know about. What about the orders and them that they had inside of there to do favors for them? You understand? So people have to look. It have a lot of stuff going on. Look, Ramesh, he's the one who tell people about Panday have money in England or wherever, called the Krukru, Chatsida, and said that kind of money. How he know that money was there? All of them had money hiding all over the place. So when Ramesh get vexed, Ramesh bust the mark to get rid of Panday. And that is how these people are. They can't run things, they go to mash it up. That is a forte.
That man wouldn't learn from history. It makes him more violent, producing deadly weaponry with nothing but evil intent. So the war could never be over. Peace.
And we declare war on you today. I say we declare war on you today. I am talking about political war. I am not inciting any whatever. It's not sedition. I'm talking about political war. As I said, we will fight you in the parliament. We will fight you outside the parliament. We will fight you on the pavement and everywhere that we can. Legally and constitutionally, we will do that. I say it will not be the first time that when a PNM government falls, the UNC has to come and fix the country.
As long as violence and aggression still dwell in the hearts of man, brother, the war will go on. It cannot be won. No, the war will go on. It cannot be won.
Well, Aisha, the police have to find a voice note, man.
Who make that voice note? They had to find he and find out where he get that from.
Tell the voice note last night on their website. I went up and watched it because when I heard it last night, I said, I am tongue, I'm from tongue. Nobody called me to tell me this. How come nobody tongue and get this explosion?
The police have to find out who said that. Right?
A blessed good afternoon, everyone. Aisha, everyone. We have reached a place that we have thought of. We have reached a place that we have been predicting for the longest while. That of the start of anarchy and mayhem, instigated by the few who want to escape the inevitability of the accountability in court and to escape the property tax and the ramifications of losing all that they may have stolen or cannot explain. Now, they are working on the premise that persons are not informed about the deep cooperation between the United States and Trinidad and Tobago relative to intelligence sharing and cooperation in matters of terrorism. Make no mistake, the persons responsible for this act of domestic terrorism will be caught. They will be caught, they'll be hunted down, they'll be tried. Whether it takes weeks, months, or years, they will be. This thing about instigating, this was a planned business. They do this now on the heels of circulating a message on social media that went viral. They're using now to say that the police know what they're saying. So they destroy the confidence of the people into accepting what the police have said in terms of there being nothing happening. So now, seeing the detonation of a device and the gunshots firing and damages to property and government property and so on, all they have to do now is to circulate a message, and then the whole place will be in a panic. They may carry out an attack, they may not carry out an attack. But the thing is that now that the population has been shown in such traumatic states with the events of today, it will be simple for them to just circulate messages to create panic and mayhem and disrupt the nation. Who do they think will be affected? Who they really feel be affecting? One set of people? They feel it's only the African people or PNB people will be affected? The entire country will be affected. Persons could be killed and persons will be injured. Businesses could be destroyed. They are prepared to see all of that done just to escape prosecution from wrong deeds, or because they cannot explain where the billions, the $300 billion in property ownership that they have, quote unquote ownership, that they can't explain? Is it that they fear that when they leave, they lose the entire financial base? Because they can't explain? The issue is not about they can't pay the property tax, it's chicken feed. The issue is that they cannot explain where they got the lands from, where they got the financing and the approval funds to develop these properties. This is a big issue. Yes, they're riding on African back, they're riding on poor people back. Poor people don't have to pay no money, hardly have to pay any money. A little $100 a month, $100 a year, $200 a year, that is something. Is those who have to pay millions and those who have to explain how they get the property, and the fact is that they cannot, they're in jeopardy. But don't worry, God is good. This too shall pass, and we will fight back. They will not destroy my country and get away with it. They will not seek to destroy all that our forefathers and our foreparents have built. They will not destroy our future, which is very bright in terms of development of our energy sector, our non-energy sector, our marine shipping terminals, our ship repair, our scrap iron industries, and so on. They will not destroy the future of our children. We must push back. And I'm not talking violence here. I'm not talking violence. Push back with intelligence. Push back with information. Push back with integrity. Stop taking peppercorns and crumbs to betray your people. We have to push back with our pockets. We have to withhold buying from them. We have to boycott their businesses. We push back where it hurts the most, their pockets. Stop buying from them. Good evening again, Aisha. The bombings were in 2005. It consisted of actual bombings, dustbins and nutscats, and it also consisted of threats of bombing, which had the country in a panic. One woman, Yvonne Mitchell, lost a leg in one of those incidents in the heart of Port of Spain as a result of the bombings. Yeah?
Good evening, good afternoon. I'm not exciting any whatever. I am listening to what she did not say. That's what I'm listening to.
Yeah, Aisha Wells, good afternoon, Miss Lady. How are you going? I want to say this. Anderson, is only little black boy living in Laventel. It no mamu living in Laventel too. Laventel full of mamu too, boy. So everything for you, every time you come on the radio, is about the little black boy and little boy kill his one. Indian don't kill in Laventel at all, and you know that too. Now I tell you, the Prime Minister say, always a set of M's, boy. You're a M's, Anderson. You make no sense. You try and make some sense now, boy, in your head now, boy. A set of idiot, boy. Yeah, Aisha, well, me again here. You could put up with Anderson and them fellas, I tell you, them is imps, you know. When it's not he, it's long circular. When not long circular, it's penal. When the next one, leave it there. All of them hate Rowley for what, boy? You understand? Them hate Rowley, what they can do. If they were some minister or something, and Rowley pull in them as ministers, they will not say nothing. You understand? You eating up food, and you hushing your mouth, but you're finding all kind of things. They say when a man playing all first, the man in the back him always seen all the game, you know. But when he playing, he don't see no game at all. I tell all this that M's boy, Anderson boy, waste of time boy, African boy. I don't need jackass anything else. Aisha Wells, me again. When I hear the oppositional leader say it's war on the PNM, it's war in tongue and war in the parliament, she incited me to go into and get well bad, you know. Because I fall in her, because she says so. You understand? Because she encouraging me to go and do them thing in tongue, because she says war. Now she says a different thing, not to go and do the same thing as saying Auntie Kamala, the mother of the nation, yellow lady. You understand? And the best thing after sweet bread. And that sweet bread is rotten sweet bread.
For all the little boys I know, it's not everything you just talk. You just let the chips fall, wait fall. And all they don't know, all they making things harder, all they making things no for bigger lockdown. All they don't know that. But you, brother, something wrong with you. Your mind is sick. What I think you need is to take 2 Bravol in your bed, but take time. It's not everything you go talk, you know. Not everything. Take time. Shall be found. And would be found, would be penalized.
Man in his quest for power, keep destroying.
Good evening, Aisha. Aisha, this is history repeating itself. Aisha, who said they will make the country ungovernable? Aisha, who said if I fail, there'll be blood in the streets. Blood in the streets. Blood in the streets. Aisha, is only when these people in opposition, our country, need more prayers than ever.
It cannot be won. Fall out from what scales. Plenty agony, plenty pain. Economy's left in shambles that may never rise up again. Collapse of the money system. Disruption of foreign.
And when I say say we will fight you and we declare war on you today, I say we declare war on you today. I am talking about political war. I am not inciting any whatever. It's not sedition. I'm talking about political war. As I said, we will fight you in the parliament. We will fight you outside the parliament. We'll fight you on the pavement and everywhere that we can. Legally and constitutionally, we will do that. I say it will not be the first time that when a PNM government falls, the UNC has to come and fix the country.
You know, I just taking international news. And I view parliaments all across the world. In the UK, the Netherlands, Australia, the US. And I have never come across an opposition anywhere in the world that has waged war on the government of the country. You know, they go throw pecan talk behind one another in the parliament, and they may disagree on issues. But to come out blatant and wage war on your own government is considered an act of treason in some places in the world, and no opposition leader will take that chance. But here in Trinidad and Tobago, anything goes. Once you're in parliament, you have the cover of parliament, so you can say what you want. But I think the statement was irresponsible by the opposition leader. Nobody didn't tell you had to like the government or you had to agree with the government. But to declare war on the government? Really? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I have seen parliaments all across the world and I've never seen an opposition leader anyway say something like that in our nation's parliament. It's frightening. It is. It's very frightening.
Isn't it passing strange that nobody in the opposition make a statement yet to condemn that going on at the AG office? They're always quick to talk about everything else. How come nobody talk about that yet, condemning it? Because they're all that is part of the plan.
Caller, you're live. I'm going back to the phone lines. I'll play all your voice notes in a while. I've been playing voice notes all afternoon. Let me take some calls now. Caller, you're live. Caller, you're live. Go ahead, please. Caller, go ahead, please.
Aisha, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You said something just now about Ms. Kamala Prasad Bisesa. Now, over the last week or so, probably 2 weeks, if I could recall, the whole incident surrounding the Police Service Commission and the Commission of Police and then the President. Now, when you look at it through how you deal with this issue, this is why, as you all people find that, when I get on the radio, people say, oh, I only defend Dr. Rowley and that kind of thing. Now, if I'm a fanatic, I'm a fanatic for good leadership. So you'll find I defend that against the backdrop that we have seen a lady, and this is why the UNC supporters, and even people like, this one who does make a lot of noise, oh God, let me get my memory good. The one who has been in the Senate and disrespecting everybody.
Anil Roberts?
Bring a new Anil Roberts. Then you have a new one in the form of the Libyan fellow. Oh, I don't know if it's Libyan or Lebanon. David Naked. You look at the whole build-up to this thing, and Dr. Rowley has destroyed the fabric of any kind of communication that Kamala Prasad felt would have had impact on this population. And not only that, coupled with the media and people on social media, he has destroyed her. What is left for her to do? You and I know that. The only thing, just imagine, all countries, as you rightly said just now, there's an opposition. We know about, we have adversarial politics. That's fine. But what is this war against? War against who? What is the war all about? You're telling people that, the Prime Minister go to see the President and you're only alleging under what he would have said. And you took that as a mantra and a big discussion pushed by a gullible, insensitive, and a real low-class media that can't seem to get the breakthrough for anybody to resign and anything to have impact. So here's what to do. Let us pray to have decadence. So she went and said, listen, there is no Deputy Commissioner of Police. When since April this year, a Deputy Commissioner of Police was approved by the Parliament. But here what they're thinking. Even when without remember when last time I called the program, I said, Aisha, the only concern I have, because I didn't know, is whether or not...
Rowley Jr., I talked to you last week. Let me stick a pen. And I say, are we even concerned about the person who started all of this so-called activist? And you didn't take me on. But you see now that we are in a quandrum without a police commissioner. War has been declared on us. So as though they weaken the defense of the nation to start the war.
Not really. The defense of the nation is not weakened, The defense of the nation is being challenged. And that's the whole thing about it, because people believe, I even heard the guy from Brooklyn said it was Gary Griffith, and Gary Griffith removal, the cyber authority didn't go with him. The difference with Gary Griffith and any person in the police service right now is that Gary Griffith comes with bravado. So he gets there and so on, but people forget 2019, we had more murders than any other year under Gary Griffith, but I'm not here to debate him. So this fallibility that people are caught up with, because most of the time, one of the politics in Trinidad is in your face. Gary's a very smart man. He's an in-your-face man. And he started well, but he started to derail. People won't see that because he kept being in your face. That's fine. But if you look at his stats, you would know that Mr. Griffith was no different than any other commissioner that we're trying to deal with crime. Yes, he was in your face. Yes, he made a name for responding to issues in relation to social media. He did those things. But you know what? Let us go to these stats, and you see the police service wouldn't do that because their aim is not to embarrass Mr. Griffith, and they're correct. But my thing, Aisha, was we have all the structures in place to deal with crime in this country, and it will be dealt with. It will be dealt with. The other thing is that I just like how Dr. Rowley ripped them apart, knowing fully well that Ms. Kamala Prasad don't have anything of substance to go on. So what we do, we create some image to deal about bomb threat and all kind of thing. And Aisha, by tomorrow, please God, everything will be normal. You watch this. You watch this. I am telling you that. But before I go, I want Trinidadians to understand. If you feel that destroying your country will make Ms. Kamala Prasad more viable for election, let us go back to right-thinking citizens. We are all in the majority, and she wouldn't get there. What I think UNC should do is try to pull in your leader, because she's in a mess. That lady tried to say 36. I don't mock anybody, Aisha, but really and truly, if that was my leader, I would have pulled her out and tell her, hey, you need to sit really in a bad state, and you're going up against a man who puts his word together. He has a low tolerance level for nonsense, which you all bring, and that is why he'll always win the battle with election and even overwhelming the media with the nonsense. Okay, Aisha, well, we are in good hands. We are in good hands, but we're not nice people. Take care.
Thank you so much. I brought it up last week. They just call me conspiracy theorist queen, but I just look at everything, This regular citizen, this activist, come out of nowhere, sift through the Constitution, found a fault, get lawyers, take the state to court, removed the commissioner, and then war has been declared. I continue to say, I will sit here and see the real scene behind the scene, and I'm starting to believe putting a political person in the office of the commissioner may prove to be our detriment, because politics will always be at play with a politician, and a politician would look for the weak links in order to maneuver But I'll say no more on that issue. So the madness starts 1 week after. We have proven, first time in our country's history, that the appointment of the Commissioner of Police was invalid according to court law. But we're moving to rectify it by the grace of God. But I'm telling you, pay attention. It is a game that is being played. It's a chess move. I don't know, call me crazy. I just watch, and I used to watch Game of Thrones. And I learn a lot from it, In order to crumble a country, you must weaken their defense. First thing you attack, badam, commissioner. Badam, president. Badam, attorney general. One after the next. And all you're not concerned about that? The lady says in Parliament on October 8 at 12:33 p.m. that she has declared war on the government, and we still sit down wondering if all of this is by accident. Look, let me take some calls. Caller, you live?
A blessed afternoon, Miss Aisha Wells.
How you doing, brother?
I alright. I just listening to Ism and Schism. You see, you can't rock a rock, if you was a And this solid rock that we stand on right now, they cannot move it. So they could tell whatever behind it, you was actually killing moving. If you was actually Miss Aisha Wells. But there's one thing I want to say. You see, concerning the matter before us, when you could take people's name and drag it through the mud, people with integrity in this nation, and calling them PNM, if you was ashamed, and making sure that their name is before the people as associated with the PNM so that they can get on the board of the commission. These are things people have to watch at. This is what the opposition is doing right now. The integrity of people, she is putting before the public as being anti. This is how she's putting it over. So anything that is going before here right now is being questioned and being dragged through the mud by the opposition so that credibility to these people will be like if no, they cannot do the job. But I know that the president, with her integrity, know the people that she's putting or she's appointing to this commission so that all the bacchanal concerning what the opposition is doing or trying to do, we see it all the time, Ms. Aisha. It's before us. Open eyes, see everything. Thank you very much.
I have been seeing for months in several posts on social media, the need to put things in place at our soft targets. All our ports of entry, our airport, especially the airport, the ferry terminal more so. In fact, the softest target is the ferry terminal, followed by City Gate, followed by other hubs. All malls, areas of concentration of pedestrian traffic, they are soft targets. We must put things in place to protect these institutions and these places. We must have undercover police, undercover special forces, undercover persons. Even vagrants in bag must be looked on there with cameras and so on. We must put things in place. We must have special forces or whatever we have on the nation's fast ferries. We must have a contingent of people undercover. We must have dogs sniffing out every vehicle for bomb materials. We must have checks, random checks, even during the sailings. We must have random checks carried out with dogs, without dogs. We have to get serious in this place because this is just a test, This is just a test run. They will go to any lengths, and I will not put that past them, these elements, to pay people to put a bomb on a fast ferry. I've seen it plain. All who want afraid to say it. They will put a bomb on a fast ferry. Because we two liars, flare everything is, yeah, it's me, that be part of the, yeah, let him pass it, yeah. Right? We must check every person's identification, double check. If you're on board to do selling of breakfast, what you're doing in the area by the car deck. Good. If you're a contractor going to do maintenance before the sailing, why it is you up on top of the deck watching out on the sea, and you're a mechanic? You have to trust in these people. You have to drumbeat them every minute, because it's the services and the maintenance crews and the contractors are the ones who are targeted most to bring in items like bomb materials and so on. We have to be serious. We have to be miserable. Every vehicle coming in, just check. Even when they come in and they have the pass, you're still checking, because they could be paid. We have to check. Any boat coming alongside of those ferries, etc. Right? Agents should be at board, or being agents, soldiers and so on should be at board to ward them off. Stay certain amount of feet from the vehicle, from the vessel. All of these things. When cargo is being loaded, when cargo is being offloaded, persons in and out, check them. These people would not hesitate to put a bomb on a ferry, on an aircraft, or in a bus, load up a bus with bombs and drive it to the ferry terminal. I'm saying it plain. I am saying it plain. They will kill hundreds or thousands just to either get their agenda or to escape prosecution. Mark my words. One more issue. Remember that the Ministry of Legal Affairs houses all records relative to land transactions, and most of that information, if not all, is online. There could be a dual attempt as well to infiltrate information technology systems in the building, or an attempt to either destroy, alter, or hide records relative to land and property transactions, because it's hundreds of billions of dollars at stake, right, that they have to explain. So the forces and the services must look at whole meetings, etc., with the cybercrime unit.
Aisha Wells, a pleasant good afternoon to you and the listeners of the listeners and the viewers of the Street 919 FM. Aisha Wells, this not going on now. These, you see, Aisha Wells, you see, East Indian, she himself say East Indian because they are not from the East. These ethnic group of Indian origin, okay, they have been going on like this since in Dr. Eric William days, when the Queen of England did give Dr. Eric Williams independence for our Twin Island nation. And this is where Capildeo went across in the UK and past tense, and told the Queen that don't give Trinidad and Tobago no independence because the African in the country go be racist. Right? So that have been going on since in Capildeo time. Bagis, Sagis Maraj, Rucola Rienzi, Basio Pande, Kamla Postad Bisesa. So it's a trend. It's a trend. Okay? And another thing to Aisha, who can recall the morning of the 4th of May 2014 when Queen's Counsel Dana Sitahal was ambushed and murdered?
We have to go for a break. We will be back in the last and final hour. When we return, stay with us.
Fallout from war is chaos. Plenty agony, plenty pain. Economy's left in shambles that may never rise up again. Collapse of the money system, disruption of foreign trade. People turning against their leaders for the blunders that they have made. Environmental pollution, radiation taking its course, and the thousands that die in battle over towns.
Expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Start it up for a minute, please. We have somebody here celebrating their birthday tonight. You hear that? So I want you to party extra hard to this one. All you ready for this one? Give me the things up. The promoter. See that trust in there? See that girls in there? We don't need your fancy stage. One century reaching your bed is nice. Boy, hands in the sky, we bring the vine. Once we reach in your bed is nice. Boy, they can't deny we bring the vibe. And I don't mean to be bossy. They can't party like way. I saw what your man so goddamn for sure that you say. They can't party like way. Don't matter time, guess. What's it? Watch out. Oh gosh, oh jam. Feel like they're the sweetest woman. Alright, the sweetest, yeah. Oh Lord, mama. Togetherness and the love is so sure. Put your love in the air, so. And we don't care. This kind of energy, Lord, it great. Watch how we are up in the air. And in the air. Give me a jump and wave. So we go to all your hands to go. One century reaching your vet is nice. Boy, hands in the sky, we bring the vine. Once we reach in your vet is nice. Yeah. Boy, they can't deny we bring the vine. And I don't mean to be bold, but they can't party like we. They can't party, no. Watch your man so goddamn. We'll for sure that you do. They can't party like we. Listen. This vibe is infectious. Listen, watch the vibe we bring. We's the baddest thing, yeah. For real. I could put my head on a block. Oh, but the hardest thing, once we start this thing, what's the problem? Listen, we just never know when to stop, and we don't care. At all. This kind of energy, Lord, is real. Watch how we bring on up. All you take a jump up for voice on the board there. Give me a jump on all you. 1, 2. One century reaching your vet is nice. Boy, hands in the sky, we bring the vibe. Once we reach in your vet is nice. We all, under one roof. Give me a jump. I don't need to be jump up. But they can't party like we. They can't party, no. Watch your man so goddamn. We for sure that you need. They can't party like we. Don't matter time, keep the vibe bubbling. So, you see that just in there? Keep that. You see that curtain there? Keep that. You see all of that food looking nice, boy. Looking nice.
Simpsons Memorial Limited, number 63 Eastern Main Road, Laventille. Internationally accredited funeral directors and embalmers. A full-service funeral home serving families of Trinidad and Tobago and internationally since 1945. At Simpsons Memorial Limited, we serve with dignity in assisting families and honoring the memory of their loved ones. Our services include professional funeral and pre-planning, burials and cremation, custom-built and imported caskets, coffins and cremation trays, cemetery management, limousines, mourners cars, grief counseling, web streaming of funerals, fully air-conditioned chapel with live musical accompaniment, full global shipping and receiving of loved ones. We specialize in facial restorations. Call us anytime, day or night, at 623-8688. That number again is 623-8688. Simpsons Memorial Limited. Superior service, always with excellence.
Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring.
Sign up and save with Green Dot. When you subscribe to any of our broadband packages, you get 30% off the installation fee, allowing you to stream your favorite shows on any of your devices. Update your social media accounts and connect with friends and family. Stay on top of the class with online learning sessions. or keep your team in the loop with virtual meetings, all at an affordable price. This is a limited time offer, so don't wait. Call 224-GDOT today to sign up and save with Green Dot, improving and simplifying lives.
There's only one way to start your week right, and that's with Dr. Livette. Join him right here on your radio every Thursday morning at 9:10 a.m. for your dose of the health and wellness in a program that is sure to change your life. Popular for promoting Livette rather than diet, Dr. Livette has transformed a number of lives nationwide and is now live on the Street 919 FM every Thursday from 9:10 a.m. Tune in on Thursday and also learn about the U-Juice to build your immunities and promote overall great health. Dr. Livette on the Street 919 FM this and every Thursday from 9:10 a.m. It's time that you live.
This is the voice of the PNM. On Tuesday, October 19th at 7 p.m. Tune into all major TV and radio stations, PNM's Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube channel for PNM's virtual meetup. Feature addressed by Dr. Keith Rowley and a powerful lineup of speakers. On Tuesday, October 19th at 7 p.m. Tune in, click, like, and share. Great is the PNM.
What is Apex? It is the pinnacle of high-performance vision through a lens. It's clarity, no matter what angle you look at. It's comfort, no matter what you do all day, every day. And it's customized, with every digital measurement your eyes require to see at their very best. Apex Digital Lenses by Value Optical, the ultimate lens design for your eyes. Value Optical, expert care for your eyes.
Hi, what's up, TNT? This is Wayne Johnson out of Brooklyn, New York. I always wanted to do something back home, and we're going to be doing our gospel segment on Mondays from 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. That's 10 p.m. to 12 midnight on 91.9 FM. Listen what I want you to do. Spread the word. Spread the word, TNT.
Salvation, full and free. Salvation is for everybody.
Mondays from 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. That's 10 p.m. to 12 midnight on 91.9 FM.
This is Bishop Aaron Williams from the Divine Problem Solving International Ministries, inviting you to be part of our broadcast on any given Thursday night from 12 midnight right on to 5 a.m. on Friday morning. And this broadcast is called Early Morning Gospel Market Program. Then we have on Tuesday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. the Holy Ghost Gospel Pharmacy. If you are sick and ill, and you could get from this particular pharmacy, from the pharmacist, the good things of life. Hallelujah. And any Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, break into the house of the Philistines. Hallelujah. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, hearing the babel of false doctrines that you encounter daily, it's about time you get close to God, God's word, direct from his throne room, in the name of Jesus.
God has good plans for his people. Why do you worry so much?
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
This song is dedicated to all my sons and daughters through the four corners of the earth. Daughters, to you I plead, watch, don't get no horrors, but please take heed. I know you don't want no sermon, but my life. Walk cautiously, children, be alert, because you have an enemy that's roaming the earth. I know you're young and restless, but you don't have to be careless. You see, sober thinking leads on to righteousness.
You know, when I think about what's happening in the country currently, it makes me really sad. Because this is the country that we're leaving for our children to inherit.
To all my sons and daughters,
we just had an influx of students that got their results this week or weekend. Last week, Friday. Just had an influx of students coming out of school. So excited about the world of work and the country, Trinidad and Tobago. My son was one of them. My eldest received 5 passes, 4 1s and a 3.
my sons and my daughters,
and I'm extremely proud of him. Like so many other students
but please,
who's looking to us for leadership
I know you don't want
and for hope.
my admonition.
But instead, what we offer them is destruction and war, political war. And it's sad. It makes you wonder where we going from here.
Children, be alert.
What do we have to look up to? Our children, that is. While some of us is trying our utmost best to preserve the country, there are a group of people trying to mash it to hell up just to rule over the ashes. And it makes me sad. It makes me extremely sad.
I tell you this, watch out my children, watch out my children. It have a fella called Lucifer with a bag of white powder, and he don't want to powder your face, but to bring shame and disgrace to the human race. Let me sing it again. Watch.
My only consolation, Trinidad and Tobago, is that my children are not born Trinidadians. They were born in the United States of America, and we were just waiting on his results to get him up and out. So far, he's registered with 3 universities in the U.S. and he's entitled to financing because he's a citizen. Although I had a little dust rest aside for him, we will use that to give him board on campus and let him go. As much as it pains me to watch him leave, because that's my baby boy regardless of what, I can't guarantee that he, once UNC is in power, will be given an opportunity to strive here. He may strive to one of the highest offices in the land, and because he is who he is, he may be fought. And that's the sad reality. So let him go. And then his brother will join him. Yeah, my voice cracking up. His brother would join him in about 2 years or so. And then the last one will join them in a couple years. Yeah, let them go, let them go, let them go. If the UNC has its way, this country will have no future. Let them go. And I'm praying for all parents whose children just completed the exams. Apply for scholarships and give your children a fighting chance where there is no discrimination.
And promote mental chaos and confusion, then corruption to gain a man.
I'm going to play some voice notes and go back to the phone lines.
To my Spanish children. Cuidado, mis hijos. Hay un hombre que se llama.
Good evening, Aisha. Brooklyn mentioned that if Gigi was in office, this bombing wouldn't happen because he always on social media and he would have put a stop to it. But why didn't Gigi put a stop to? Why did he put a stop to the guy coming to Trinidad to testify? You know what he said? Who would believe a man with red hair? That was his big excuse. Who would believe a man with red hair? So if the man had a rasta, I wonder what he would have said, you know? So that is why I don't have no confidence and faith in that man anymore. And I'm glad that he's gone.
Aisha, good afternoon. There are people in this country, including the UNC, they hate blackness. They hate blackness in high office, right? There are people, and including the UNC, could be alleged. They really want to get rid of the PNM. All this situation that taking place in Port of Spain, like what take place today, is people behind it to disrupt the country, disrupt the government, because they hate Dr. Rowley. It's just hate Dr. Rowley. That is the man they hate. They hate that black man. So there's anything possible to disrupt the government, right? They just don't want Dr. Rowley. But the UNC, they could do what they want. They could try what they want. They will never, never, never see the corridor of power again. So all the situation, Dr. Rowley and the PNM is staying right there. They could fool who they want to fool, but they cannot fool the right thinking people. God in hand, and God going to direct the Prime Minister. Have a good program, Aisha.
Don't get no harass, but please take heed. I know you don't want no sermon.
That's exactly what I meant when I said I'm listening to what she not saying. Yeah? We will fight you in the parliament. We will fight you on the pavement. We will fight you outside, but I not exciting whatever. How dumb this woman think people are.
Aisha, good afternoon again. I wonder if anybody sit down and wonder. America didn't close the case on Emailgate. The UK didn't close the case on the email on WikiLeaks and all them things. But Gary Griffith closed the case on that matter. And that brings me back to realize this is why the Prime Minister say he has no confidence in Gary Griffith. Everybody trying to cover themselves in some way, form and fashion, you know. And little Afro Trini always sit back and watch what's going on. When all this started jump up in Port of Spain, I want you all to count how much people coming from down south to jump up with you all. All the disturbance they had in Trinidad and all is in Port of Spain. How much people from past the Caroni Bridge you see coming down and jumping up with you all. And up to now you all can get sense and say, boy, like somebody using me here. You understand? The problem in Trinidad, they put money in front of God, and that's all they see down there. Money. They listen to the song what the OJ sing, money. That is the downfall down there. With the little Afro, he want to get big money, and taking little money, and think the little money will get big. All go ahead.
An enemy that roaming the earth. I know.
Aisha, good afternoon. The opposition leader. And here I say, here the keyword, leader. when she make them statements and she blowing the dog whistle, what you expect the people and them to do? She just trying to be correct in law. So in case any stupidness happen, she could say she was saying, don't do that. But we had in this country already, a man tell people, don't go in town and loot, stay in your home. And the whole of Port of Spain burned down, you know. So she has to be responsible. She's a politician. She sits in the parliament. She has a responsibility. I telling all you, this lady, something wrong with she, boy. I calling for a serious psychiatric evaluation on Miss Kamala Prasad Bisesa.
Well, it's good afternoon again. And I hear Brooklyn name call right through with the Gary Griffith thing. I want your PNM sycophant followers to know that Brooklyn is not in support of Gary Griffith. If you had listened to my voice note carefully, you would have understand that I am joking. I am joking because Gary Griffith only used to lock up people on social media. So don't think Brooklyn is support of Gary Griffith and the UNC with the nonsense that is taking place. All you need to stop only thinking in the PNM box and understand. Not because somebody make a comment, they're in favor of the person. All right? So Aisha, you have a blessed evening and reach home safe.
Thank you, Brooklyn. Caller, you live.
Let me say good afternoon to you. Good evening to you, Aisha.
Hey, my brother, how are you?
I am just like quite a man or woman. I want to thank you because I know I'm tuning to your program. I was out behind the scenes talking to some high-profile people. But Aisha, I want to thank you for your this hour because I didn't know how your program went for the last 2 hours. I want to thank you for your opening statement about your children and them. Because today, if I have children, I will pack them out and shut them up too. Because nobody cares this country. And I was struck to the highest degree this afternoon by calling and saying, I'm not going to allow nobody from no political side to show my country.
But who attacked you?
Your good friend, Mommy. And Aisha West, this is the second time I put she on notice. Leave Kingsley alone.
Mommy, I am begging you, please leave this boy alone.
Thank you, Aisha West. Aisha West, I respect you more. I thank you, Aisha West. My fight is now with Mommy. Why calling on the radio? Because I didn't call in and attack Robbie this evening. I didn't attack the Prime Minister. I attacked the politicians and them who behind this thing to mash up this country. I do not know who. Because what I know, Mommy we didn't know. Because Mommy never sit down close with politicians like me.
Kingsley, I want to ask you something, and I'm glad you bring up that point. The opposition leader on the 8th of October at 12:33 p.m. said she declared war, political war on the government of Trinidad and Tobago. As a former, I had to say yes, you still is, but you know you don't take nonsense, so I go call you former. As a man who believed in the vision of Kamala Prasad Bisesa, what do you interpret that to mean? What does the average UNC supporter mean when they hear that?
Aisha, well, I am not a super fan, but that statement is a dangerous statement for the country. As a leader, I mean, we know that Bazio Prime Minister that he's going to speak to the devil in this country.
Why they always make those kinds of sick statements?
I said because people are trusted to get back in power and they will do anything and say anything just to see the hands of power again. Because, as I said, they will cost Dr. Robin now, he has 10 years and he's a 2-term Prime Minister. History will resolve all that. He wouldn't go down as a 1-term Prime Minister, you know. He will go down. That is why today Trump is the only president in the world campaigning still after he lost the election. Because Trump playing close to the Air Force One, but nothing jives like the Air Force One. Trumper limousine, when he go in, is wine, whiskey and space. But you see that beast, that president beast, it's just different. The world power is different. So Trump, every 3 months, for the next 4 years, Trump will be having a political rally all over the country in like the Monday night forum or the UNC having every Monday night. Trump is doing it now as I speak to you.
So Kingsley, stick up in. We coming back to Trump. As a East-West corridor voter, a young African on the corridor that supports the UNC, when you hear that statement, does it drive a sense of venom and inciting in your belly?
I can recall that Dr. Rowley say that he had been on the hills of Laventil, and they criticized him for that. They say the rules about him. We mean by that, wherever. A political statement, the same statement that they could say that war which to use is a political statement. But I call on politicians or what children have to live here. My children, I cast them children to do big school out there and they go in England and Europe and America. I cast them my children to Europe to go and play football and to go in big school. I have to live here. I don't even have a passport, me Kingsley, because I don't have no identity. I don't have no plan to leave this country at all. I have to die here. Right? That statement, is that dangerous statement for the public and the citizens of this country to hear. And you know something? When Kamala Prasad said this country that we have no deputy commissioner of police, I cried. Because even a 2x4 person know we have a deputy commissioner of police, I do not know if that statement was to rile up the country. I do not know. I do not know if that statement was to rile up the country by saying we have no deputy commissioner of police. A blatant lie. I quoted nasty, stinking, dirty lie by the opposition leader by saying that we don't have a deputy commissioner of police in this country because he's black. Because he's black. If it was an East Indian deputy commissioner of police, they will have said that. No, they wouldn't. So why you must come? And I call my personal friend, and I hope they listen. And I tell them that the lady say the police service fall. We have nobody on top heading the police service. They said, nah.
From the time that happened, Kingsley, is fireworks in town. You know that?
Yeah. Look what one today. Look what one today. I'm not saying there's no opposition wherever, but I'm saying look what one today. Because I shall the same way that music moves people. Sometimes that by cartel, Movado, and Popon singing a song, and not killing nobody, you know. They're just singing a song. But I man hear the song of the I forgot to tell because the foreign cartel, they love Movado. So politicians must be careful and use the word wisely. As I go, again I want them to play it again I say this evening on President program. And I was attacked by Mommy to the highest degree. And I went on the PNM page to see who's man, so I have the picture in my phone. I will tell Mommy again, sister, mother, once me call your name, leave me. I have no problem with you. But once you take my name in the mud, I will expose, because same I will expose you, junior. I know things about you. Mommy, I beg you, please, please. Oh my, and I will call anybody that will call to them, put on them to leave me alone. I'm going to call PM people that to leave because I am not fight the world because you come ask you, Aisha, oh my God, Aisha, I beg you,
Kingsley,
please.
don't break down this evening. Don't break down.
You go ban me for 6 months now, Aisha.
Oh God, so long.
Yes, you go ban me because where I will say, where I will ask questions about Aisha. Mommy, please. Oh my God, that was my question. Oh my God, Mommy, leave Kingsley alone.
But Kingsley, let me move away from Mommy for 1 minute. Stick up in. Yeah. I hear them fellas and them on the other program pelting serious blows at you and you're ignoring them. Why aren't you dealing with your UNC brothers? Don't come for Mommy because she's a PNM and you feel she weak and you're letting them pass it.
Which program? What's that?
I am talking about the pit bull on the ground report.
Aisha, talk about people now, boy.
Weeks now they've been pelting subtle blows at you and I have not heard you respond.
Aisha, talk about somebody now, boy. To talk about people now, girl. Who is that? Who is that individual? I don't interpret mingy dogs and nasty friend dogs. Because I know. Aisha, well, please.
Kingsley, I remember when they went mad last year and cussed up the UNC. You was defending the leader.
And say people want to kill them in the UNC.
Correct, I had the tapes.
And say people want to kill them in the UNC. But they say now, they say now, after, they say now, they stand up, they come and lash. Beat them up.
Yes, he just him up in the opposition leader office.
Use a pit bull. And I mean, use a pit bull. And I see them chop you up. That's why them he having a match called pushback. Right? I know he's afraid to come outside. You know he's afraid to walk the streets. You know he's afraid to go in the same savannah. Because if I know he's there, I go in there. No. If I know he come out there, I go in the savannah. And let him tell me in my face. Because I know in a house hiding on his basement. Right? So I said, at this time, right, somebody in my core, but that person is. I don't know, them is nobody to me. Okay? Them have to call my name to have the program because they have no program. I listen to Miss Sharon Felix in the morning or Arnold Roberts. Arnold Roberts have all the UNC MPs there, all the UNC supporters there. Is calling on Arnold Roberts' program. All the calls is calling there. When Arnold Roberts started moving, he has over 800 people on Facebook. Right? So I don't listen to the program because I question that same talk show host, that same mingy dog, who make Dave Tanko lock him up, pull up his shirt and play backing. Boy, the back behind a mic. That's what we do. Aisha, and
yes.
I want to leave him with this. Right? A dead man living in a dead man living in you. Leave Kingsdale. Leave Kingsdale. A dead man living in here. I said, like this man going mad. He can't sleep at night. He cannot sleep at night. A dead man living in Andy Williamson. A dead man living in Andy Williamson. I said, as I go, let me say, wherever the king of the talk today is his birthday. It's 3 years since the king of talk gone, my brother, my teacher. I want to say wherever he are, Ricardo Reg, you better known by the gladiator. Wherever he are, today is his birthday. May he continue sleeping in peace. May he continue resting in peace. And may his spirit live in them. May his spirit live in them for the rest of their life. So as I go, my tree have mangoes. And it have ripe mangoes. And they will try to attack because when they attack me, we'll see what they say. They call Kamala. You hear a King's name? You hear a call, or they call Dave Tanku. You hear a King's name? You hear a call King's name? I shall well. That man said the UNC wanted to kill him. He said that. He said the UNC wanted to kill him. That's what he said. He also said that Dave Tanku lock him up and jack him up and choke him. But you want to come at the king of Iwer? Brother, what I learned from Gladiator is to take 2 steps back. And Aisha, you know, because I wasn't saying that now, because I know when to speak on this man's issue.
I see you. Listen, Kingsley, I rate you for having restraint. You're really restraining, eh?
Yeah. I know why. Because they're no bad people, you know. They're no bad boys. I do not know. No, I'm no bad boys. But I will tell it all, Aisha Wells. I will tell it all. And I will go and post up because I don't know. I will go and post up how much money this man owing the dead. I will post up. I have all the information.
Send it to me before you post it, though.
Huh?
Send it to me before you post it.
I'm
going for a break. I love you, Kingsley. Love you.
I saw it. Andy, you see that woman, you breathe, up so, I'm gone.
All of that bacchanal, Kingsley, by leaving me out. Let me take that break. We'll be right back. Stay with me.
He moved away.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Sotoro and the family used to live right next door to me. Then one day he moved away, went and lived in Pakistan Bay. We always used to chorus, la 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 la. We always had we fun. Who is singing? A ring dong, parang. We decide to give him one, but Totoro start to laugh at me when we are in the wrong house tonight. We parang the right house. We parang. This is the right house. I now find the right house. I was in the wrong house. Listen, we parang. I parang. We parang. Right. Bullshit. We parang the wrong house. We parang the wrong house. Hey, mandolin. I want like you went for some water, partner. Better. Music. All you have to do is donate and send it for us. You're thinking I'm in the right house, right? When we reach in front of the gate, quietly we congregate. We ready to start to play surprise parang in Castan Bay. We sing a Aguinaldo. Who's singing? We sing our serenal voice here. We sing our mantinare. La 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 la. Then I remind a laugh way. This parang will be really sweet. Totoro. I don't find the right house. I was in the wrong house. Who is singing?
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
This is the voice of Tuesday, Seventh-day Adventist. We are preaching Emergency Alert broadcast, which is from the Tuesday, Seventh-day Adventist Church. We will be featuring voices of brethren from different parts of the world, preaching the gospel, preaching prophecy as it relates to current events and the ending of the world. Listen to us on 91.9 FM every Sunday from 9:15 to 9:45 a.m. on Sundays. May God bless you as you learn the truth. In Jesus' name, amen.
Len Capital Certificates is a business consultant company
that provides a passive income service. Through our partnership perquisites, we allow customers the possibility to earn interest monthly or yearly by purchasing one of our precious gem packages. These precious gem packages are exclusively available only at Len Capital. These precious gem packages are Opal, Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire and Diamond. So call us today at 376 Len or 376-5366 for more information. And remember, at Len Capital, it's all about you.
Last week, I went to one of the grocery stores in South and purchased a couple bottles, of the juice. But I tried the turmeric, ginger, and lime first. And I must say, prior to drinking the juice, I was suffering from a lot of bloatedness, and I was almost at my lady's time. And when I drank the juice, I tasted for the first time, and I found the taste to be quite nice, honestly. The next day, it felt to me like whatever was holding back and causing the discomfort, it was like the juice. I don't know if it's like a pull the plug, and my lady's time came. The relief was really, really wonderful.
Try U-Juice today. Available at leading supermarkets nationwide or order online at ujuiceroots.com for free delivery.
Hi, Trinidad and Tobago. This is yours truly, Pastor Charles, streaming live from Port of Spain, Trinidad, Marival Road, 91.9. Every Wednesday from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. in the morning. I tell you, we are going to have a T-I-M-E time in the presence of God. We will be praying, praise God, for our nation. We'll be praying for families. We'll be praying for those that are sick and those that are in need. Tune in to the best station, 91.9 FM Street Live, Port of Spain, Marival.
The blood of Jesus over your family. Plead the blood over your family.
Pastor Hannah A. Pabu of Holy Spirit Ministries will be live on the street 919 FM every first and third Wednesday from 11:15 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. In the scripture, Matthew 19 verse 26, the Bible says, "But Jesus looked at them and said to them, with men this is impossible, but with God all things are possible." Pastor Hannah is here to motivate you, challenge you, encourage you to walk in your purpose and destiny God has for you. For prayer and counseling, call Pastor Hannah at 728-5197.
He heals me when I'm broken. Strength where I've been weak. Forever he'll reign.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's radio.
The Church of the Firstborn Assembly of number 399 Eastern Main Road, Waiko, Sangre Grande, is pleased to present Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guest. Sundays, Tuesdays and Friday night, Sunday Ministry of Worship, Children Hour and the Word from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, see Jesus in every book of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation from 9 p.m. and Friday night, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. All night prayer for our nation. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. For further information, visit with us at www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org or on Facebook. Email us at church668hope@gmail.com or call us at 753-1113 or 236-7271. Your free gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated at Church of the Firstborn Assembly, account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank.
Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on.
Hi,
Hi, this is Nicole Huggins. Join me every Monday morning on the Street 919 FM from 9:05 a.m. to 9:55 a.m. Let's talk about lifestyle diseases that affects you today and how we can improve your health with healthy solutions. Call Health and Well Lifestyle with Nicole Huggins at 1-868-288-1108 or 1-868-275-8359. See you there.
This is Bishop Aaron Williams from the Divine Problem Solving International Ministries, inviting you to be part of our broadcast on any given Thursday night from 12 midnight right on to 5 a.m. on Friday morning. And this broadcast is called Early Morning Gospel Market Program. Then we have on Tuesday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. the Holy Ghost Gospel Pharmacy. If you are sick and ailing, you could get from this particular pharmacy, from the pharmacist, the good things of life. Hallelujah. And any Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, break into the host of the Philistines. Hallelujah. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, hearing the babel of false doctrines that you encounter daily, it's about time you get close to God, God's word, direct from his throne room, in the name of Jesus.
God has good plans for his people. Why do you worry so much?
Share the Live. Share the Live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the Live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the Live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the Live. The Street 919 FM.
This song is dedicated to all my sons and daughters through the four corners of the earth.
Blame must really be put where it's supposed to be. Some other country, that lady would have been behind bars now, but you have to remember people, citizens. UNC right now is in damage control. Right now, as I said the other day, it's like Mission Impossible. They are self-destructing. Cases coming up, people, all you try to understand that, so they're trying now to deter the country. And as I said the other day, a lot of us go to sometimes schools that you don't like. So because you get a school that you don't like, you will cuss up the principal and you will cuss up the teachers. That making sense? No. Citizens only have to start to think for yourself. Yeah? Don't let people do only what they want. Don't let people use and abuse you. Yeah? For their political gain. Stop it. Aisha, I locked on and listening. Great program. As usual. I've always said, queen of the mind game. And just listen to how these people talk. And then again, they don't have too much of clever supporters, because a lot of people have been reading, glad what happened today, I don't understand where they're living. But it's not everybody support this kind of nonsense, I don't understand. People, please be wise. Be wise. Again, I said, don't allow people to use and abuse you. Stop it. Let's be serious. Let these people know it's time to get off. Cases, I said to you, cases coming up, and we doesn't know what case come up until about 2 days after, because the media and all don't bring out nothing. Understand? But the kind of thing all you're doing to this government, all your time coming is God go deal with all you, God go deal with and God go mash all you up. But you want to find this and that, but the government is trying to incite war. You inciting all this stuff. God is going to deal with you and your party. He's going to mash you up.
I know you don't want no sermon, but my admonition.
Aisha, you have someone calling my phone by the name of Fish, saying that he called you and he tell you some important stuff. Okay?
And this man been calling my phone since today. I know he knows calling my phone. So I hope he's listening, because I tell him I'm going to ask it on air. Some man by the name of Fish, he say he call you, and he call you back, and like you block him. I do not know. Okay? So I asked him, I said, so why you calling Aisha? Aisha was about she party bad. I say, I expect you to go and say things about your party bad. So I go on and no more to say. So, yeah. So I hope you listening and you read between the line.
Kingsley, I don't have time for the fanatics. Yeah? You can call me on WhatsApp every day. You're calling me on Facebook every day to cuss the PNM and don't expect me to block you. You go get blocked. So he go call you now. Call her your life.
Aisha.
Mommy.
I want to tell you.
Mommy, your name calling. Are you interfering with my good friend from up the hill?
Aisha, I want to tell your friend, you don't know who named Mommy. Let him know Mommy is a Zeta. You understand me?
Mommy, me don't know you, Zessin.
Aisha, you really don't know me. Aisha, this man know who named Mommy. Aisha, you know that he will pass me straight on the road.
Mommy, but me know you, Zessin.
You know that that's a Kingsley neighbor with me, you know. I am calling you and telling you, Aisha, well, I am but you will tell Mommy and your friend and it. Kingsley is a Zessa, you know, Papa. I the PNM Zessa for the go Martin West, you know. I wanted to know that, right, Aisha?
Mommy, I don't want no showdown between you and Kingsley, please.
I don't want no showdown with me. I hear your boy call this evening.
He called, Mr. Lever, they called in the first hour. He ain't call back, and Anderson called and cussed him up in the first hour, but he ain't call back.
Well, I figure he didn't have nothing here this afternoon. I am very well, Aisha. You understand me? Aisha, sometimes, anyhow, let me leave Anderson. Anderson, good afternoon to you. Aisha, don't take them on. But tell your friend, your next Zessa friend from on the hill. Aisha,
Mommy, you're very torturous when you're ready, you know.
You have a good afternoon. I felt good to have a Jabir.
Yes, he's seeing his grandmother and his aunt tomorrow. I tell him I'll carry him down for them to see him. She wants to kiss him up so bad.
Oh, God. Aisha, you can't stop the Yankees, you know. You can't stop the Yankees and them, you know, Aisha. Just
oh,
that in
gosh.
Right? Have a good one, sweetheart, and reach home safe.
Thank you, Mommy. Hi, caller, your life.
Good afternoon, Aisha.
PNM Gemma.
Yes, my darling.
What's going on?
With this goodly lady, you take 5 years, 3 months, and 2 weeks, and you want to call war on Dr. Rowley, where we shall get a good two years yet with the second term. What is wrong with her? 5 years, 3 months, and 2 weeks, and 6 hours you take. You understand?
And nobody in war, eh?
Yeah, you want to declare war on my black African man like myself. I don't understand that at all. She better stop your nonsense, Stop your nonsense. You're a tourist like me, but you're a different kind of tourist to me. I don't love him tourist. Okay.
All right, Gemma. Gemma, if you only know how I counting down this Christmas season to get my hands on your bread and your pepper sauce again, Gemma, I'm waiting on my basket patiently. How many weeks to Christmas, Gemma? Call her your life.
Aisha, listen to all your conspiracy theorists trying to link Indian people with this and link Indian people with that and all the course talk. But Aisha, I want to find out something. If Indian people is involved in so much crime, how come the jail only fill up with people that look like you?
Well, where did you get your statistics from? You gone? Because my statistic shows that there's, excuse me, I nearly choke, also an equal amount of persons from your kind in the jail too. So I'm trying to figure out where did you get your statistics from. Call back and give us your figures now, and we'll break it down. Caller, you live.
You know, Aisha, like a CC says, he just talk and run. He don't stand up for...
Don't understand it, I don't.
And pass a good thing, the same, he don't stand up and take, he always show it like a little CC and run off. But Aisha, well, let me say the fact. You see Dr. Rowley, this man going down in the Guinness Book of Records. This man is a boss. All the time.
This one would have been on TV 6 in the morning, and like he has some wife problem. Like he ain't sleeping the night and come out of all kind of and PNM this and PNM all kind of thing. For him and me. Then for jail, all of them want Dr. Oli. I see Dr. Oli move. The man wait until the court matter, and then the man come out, and the man talk the amount to accuse this man get. This man is a boss. This woman was to be hiding for like a good thing. For 5 years, she ain't taken the interview. That judgment day. I thought it was an election that on Friday. The way the woman come out on the media, on TV, and they taken an interview and whatnot and thing. I could have swear Kamala win an election. What fuck is he talking about? All right, Aisha.
Tell Mommy and Noah, because she tell the world go on PNM page and they go see she next to Rowley. So tell she and Noah very well. Tell she and Noah very well because she tell the world. She tell the world to go on the PNM page and she next to Rowley. So I take it down. Yes, next to Rowley.
Kingsley, I will tell you the same thing I told Mommy. I don't want no showdown on here with you and Mommy. I can't take that passa. I am begging for peace. I in the middle here waving the white flag for peace. Let's go, caller, your live.
Aisha.
Mommy.
It's a good thing I don't have a mask on my face. Aisha. My Prime Minister birthday will be on Sunday, darling. Will be on Sunday.
Yes.
And my son will be on Saturday.
Yes.
Kings is a good thing I don't have mask on my face.
Mommy, he went up to see who you was, girl.
Yeah, but he couldn't make more. I don't have mask on my face, Aisha. You understand me? But then I don't need mask. He might have make me out. That was a job. That was pony mask. Aisha, I gone.
All right, Mommy. Blessings again. I am begging for peace to prevail. I don't want no showdown with Kingsley and Mommy. Caller, your life.
Hi, good evening, Aisha.
Blessed day to you.
I've been listening to your program for the longest while, and I decided to call in today. You realize since it is you bring out your Red Army again, that the UNC brought out the Yellow Panty Brigade?
Yes, I see it.
And that Yellow Panty Brigade is being led by Barry Padarat.
Madness,
and then you have people like Leave It There, and this next one they call Central, who now calling, hey, Central, you're a big flipping girl. Go and find something to do now, bad. Later, Aisha.
All right, brother. We ain't frightened for them. You know, anytime I show down and I show up, they just get jittery, but we ain't studying them.
Yeah, and if it's she watching Rowley like loving, it's like you must stand up. You must stand up. Like, you know, when in school, attention, when the teacher say, you must stand up, watching Rowley in the eye. Aisha, I really believe she'd love it, Rowley. Well, Dr. Rowley as well, let's say. I really believe so. You understand?
Thankfully, if you don't know who Mommy is, let somebody tell you. It might be the other way around. Dr. Rowley loves that woman. That is the only woman besides Sharon he's pick up his phone and call regular. Kingsley, I'm telling you things I don't know. Mommy big in the dance. Mommy's not no small fry. I just have a minute to go. I could take another call. Caller, you live.
Good afternoon to you, Miss Aisha. How are you going, ma'am?
I good, crime fighter. You have about a minute.
All right, okay. Now, I believe it's something to think about for tomorrow's program, right? Now, any out-of-timing statement that was made by Kamala Prasad, I am not endorsing that. But when Dr. Rowley said that he's going to bring down the hills of Levantin, let me explain to you why didn't he just tell the country. All the gangsters, killers, kidnappers, murderers, all the different people up there, they own them. That is what he tell the country. And let me explain to you why. You see the people that support the PNM of the elderly people? Let me talking about. And who is the parents of these killers, murderers, kidnappers, and them? It's them PNM elders. I'll leave it on to think about for tomorrow's program. Thank you.
You're lucky you're coming in a 50 seconds of the show because I had a deal with you, crime fighter, but I would leave it for tomorrow. Guys, I have to go. Be safe on the Nation Road. Take it easy. Until tomorrow, have a good one.
This song is dedicated to all my sons and daughters through the four corners of the earth.